Hey, there we are. Sorry about that, everybody. For some reason, like, Twitch was just not catching. It was, I put in the stream key, and then it would go live for a second, and then it would cut out. I've honestly never seen anything like it. Pretty bizarre. Getting started a little bit later than we wanted, but it's okay. We're here now with more Xenoblade Chronicles! I've been away from this game for a long time, so it might take me a little bit to get going, to get my sea legs, but I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to be with all of you, the XenoFriends, as we've dubbed ourselves. I do have a check-in moment with Godfrey and Sadra. They've been playing my Nintendo Switch after I go to bed. They'll, like, sit with the other cacti, and they'll just, they'll play, they've been playing snipper clips, and Godfrey's really good at it. Godfrey's good at Puzzros, and Sadro just is trying to brute force it like Damiani. And so they've been struggling with that. But, yeah, XenoFriends hype indeed. Let's get started. So we're in the Ether Mine. Before the stream started, I looked at the story memo. I think it would probably be good for us to refresh ourselves, because anytime you spend more than a week away from a JRPG, I don't know if it's just me, but I just forget almost everything. Like, who are all these characters? What's happening? Once you pass that 7-day mark, it gets pretty bad. It seems that the captured Hums has been taken to the center of the Ether Mine. The party need to proceed through the mine to the central pit. So we're still trying to save the kid, basically. That kid that got us in this mess. We also have these sweet shorts on. Rocking the shorts. No pants run? Yeah, it's... I didn't put these on for just the laughs. They're actually better than other gear that I have, so we're wearing them. We have a heart-to-heart here that I don't think we can activate. Hey, Dougie, I Hey, everybody. Everybody's saying hello. Everybody's being all friendly-like. I appreciate that. There we go. We're just trying to find the path forward. That's all we're trying to do. Did you watch Hubert eating the sandwich on yesterday's stream? No. What's the deal with Hubert and the sandwich?
Oh, you up, slow coach.
What's wrong?
Jojo!
Gato! This is not just a joke. I thought he said Jojo. I really did.
What can it mean? This is for you. Is Juju already dead? Or is he going to be killed? Is that why Atharon... But then, what does that mean? If we keep moving, is Atharon really going to die?
I bet he doesn't die.
What's wrong, Shulk?
We're the heroes. We're not gonna let him die.
This battle is for my people. If you can't handle it, drop that weapon and head home.
We can handle it.
That's not it.
I've got the Monado.
It's just that...
Out with it!
Listen, maybe we shouldn't just rush in head first.
What?
We got this far. I think we should observe them and plan our attack afterwards.
You insolent! We don't have that kind of time! You don't know a damn thing about these machines. I have observed their movements. I've planned this attack for a month. I know full well what's going to happen to my brothers and sisters.
It's just...
We're going! Fall in, medic!
Sir, what's got into you?
A vision again. Don't tell me another death. Yeah. I knew it. The Shulk I know doesn't just chicken out for any old reason.
This vision, was it like before?
Kind of. I saw an underground ether river. And a Atharon. Huh. An ether river. You know what? That sword lets you see the future. All that power, and you still keep getting it wrong.
Better to use my brain than my fists.
Shulk, I may rush in head first, but at least my head's useful for something.
Okay, I get the idea.
I ain't done yet. You're useless on your own, Shulk. That's why we're here.
Wow.
Ryan,
A rift between
Next time
friends.
vision, you tell us. We bear the burden together as a team.
Ah,
You have a vision you don't like, we'll change the future together. Got it?
got it.
What was that? Say it like you mean it.
I got it, all right. Next time I'll tell you.
He's right, Shulk. You two saved Juju once before. I know we can do it again. I believe in you.
Thanks.
They're right. We'll change what happens. Anyway, I didn't see Juju and the others dying. There's still hope.
Couple things to catch up on here. Evil Jimis just subscribed with Twitch Prime. That is a brand new sub. Everybody, please give Jimis some love. Here are the first Sophies of the day, which I feel like is always a special honor. And what else do we got for you? You know, I'm feeling a little sneaky PJ today. I don't know why. I love the emotes so much. You have to watch yesterday's Switch stream with Hubert. He has a system. Alright, I'll have to check it out. This sounds awesome. Somebody asked, what did you think of the fighting game? First of all, I'm so bummed that I missed it. Because that's... Like, how incredible is it that somebody made a fully featured fighting game where we all have special moves and super moves, but not only that, the stages have things you can do in them. That's why I wanted them to play the tabletop stage, because apparently it uses dice rolls, reading the description, so that sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, I was, like, legitimately just freaking out in my apartment, screaming just, what, when that happened. I can't believe it. What do you say to that? There's nothing to say. There's nothing that can properly convey that somebody's made a fighting game with, like, your business. I guess it feels weird calling Easy A business, but you know what I mean.
We can definitely do this.
Okay, so we're fighting Mechons. We want to win chance.
You're not invincible. Bring it on.
Oh yeah, get that topple. The Hotake attack, yeah, the Hotake attack that I saw was probably my favorite from the moveset. It was perfect. I also like how I just summoned a Metal Gear. It was all great. Every character was great, like Kyle's Tetris attack. One of my favorites, maybe my absolute favorite, was the Huber's Law and Pomper dual attack. How exciting was that? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's funny because I was talking to another Easy A fan who said, oh dang, I was making a game just like that. So not only did we get a fighting game, other people were working on them as well. Buy him a ticket out of the States? Yeah, he deserves it, absolutely. I want Easy A to go to EVO and play their game in the corner. They have the biggest crowd. When EVO happens, Easy A Court Reporter, you're giving me an idea. We should have, like, a faux Easy A EVO, where, like, we have people commentating, and we, like, dress up in suits, and we take it super serious, but it's just our fighting game. I think that could be fun. My favorite was Jones taking out a gun and shooting, then softly saying love and respect. I didn't see that. That's awesome. Whoa. I want you as a pet. You're really cool. Terrifying, but also really cool. Whoa. A vision. Can we just... I mean... Maybe it's just because I've been out of it for a while, but... Her standing there saying, this is the third love crane... That's strange. That's a little strange. They should make Peppa happy. The depths of some of those references too, like, you can tell he was just a big Easy A fan and really understood us and knew all the inside jokes, and man, yeah, it was insane. I'm super bummed that I missed it. The Easy A community is the best ever. It really is, yeah. And it's a good thing to remind myself that, like, the community at large is really positive and really good, because sometimes I'll see YouTube comments or Twitch comments and I'm like, not only is what you're saying super aggressive, but it also doesn't make any sense. And when I read a lot of those comments, I'll get angry, and I just need to let it go, because I need to remind myself, like, no, this isn't the community at large. This is just nonsense, and that's it. And just move on. YouTube comments are not the folks that stick around and chat. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Blood Screaming Skellige from Opinio. I didn't see that either. It was hard because they were talking to pick up all of the little quotes that they were saying, and so I haven't played it yet. I need to download Uneasy Alliance and just hear all the quotes and see all the moves and stuff. Yeah. Oh, so great. When you put things on the internet, people are gonna hate. That's the way it works. Yeah, you're totally right. I think the thing for me though is I actually don't mind if people hate. You know, if people say, you know, I really hate this thing that you do, but then they're like, here's why I don't like it. And even if I don't agree with it, if I can, like, see where they're coming from, or try to put myself in their shoes and understand it a little bit, I'm okay with it. Like, negativity can be good. It can be something that'll just make your stuff better. But it's when it's like, no, what? You're just making things up. No one said that. I can't even have a conversation with you because it's so out of left field. That's where it gets strange, I think. You guys think you'll make that game public after the tournament night, or perhaps after the concert? I'm hesitant to speak to that here for FF9, just because it's not our game. You know, he made it. If he wants to put it out or doesn't want to put it out, I want to honor his wishes. So, yeah. In fact, just because it was so awesome, let me pimp his Twitter on here, if you guys haven't seen this already.
We're here.
He's a super jolly dude.
Pit.
Give him some love, please.
Where are they all? I don't see anyone.
We'll take that lift.
I'm ready to mash some mech on.
Yeah. Juju, Atharon, just hold on.
Okay, I realize I say this every stream. Every stream, every game I ever play, I say, oh, that's a Huber character, or what a Huber-like thing. I know I say it a lot, but I don't think in the history of all of the games that I've streamed, there's been a more Huber character than Ryan. Just the embodiment, the way that he speaks, what he says, body language, everything. Like, this is Michael Huber, and I think we should sue Monolith Soft for damages. Ryan, what did I say? Did I say it wrong? I know it's Ryan. Maybe I just had a brain fart and said something stupid. Yeah, it's great. It makes me happy. Speaking of amazing things that the community has done, somebody today, Confused Hulk, released the story of Law. He loved Law so much, and so he did a cut-up of all of the entirety of Law's story, and that's in the latest episode of the Tabletop Escapades comments. So if you wanted to be happy and see all of Huber's Monk from China shenanigans, please check that out. It made me pretty happy.
little more. Keep it up,
Alright, we
everyone.
gotta heal you. You're in trouble. I get a chance.
I'm really feeling it. Yeah, sure. Get stuck in.
That's scorching hot.
Let's focus on that.
Doing too. Okay.
Seeing something.
Alright, I feel like this battle is being very messy right now.
I'm sorry. Gado.
Powering up. Shadow up. Bring it on. Shala, hang in there.
I'm okay.
We need...
Okay.
There's so much happening! It's just taking on too many things. We gotta do what we started doing the last time we streamed, and carefully getting enemies over. This is making me worried that maybe my gear/levels aren't sufficient, but it could just be shaking off the rust too. Maybe that's why this battle's going so well.
This is not good. Okay, sure. Got it. Pull yourself together.
Or I can just fall off this edge.
Get stuck back in.
Or I can just fall off this edge.
Okay, just one more left.
I can't.
Well, we got out of the fight. Oh god. Alright, so we're not too far back, which is nice. Flawless, yep. JRPG master right now. It was kind of, I mean, it was on me. I shouldn't have been that close to the edge. That was dumb. But I was standing in the air for a second, and he just slowly kind of fell over. All right, let's do this a little bit better. Let's lure. Let's not aggro everything.
More enemies.
Yeah, so see, now we're just fighting two of them. This should be much more reasonable. We just gotta play smarter. That's all it is. Alright, let's enchant. Focus your efforts every time. I should probably be opening with the break as opposed to like lowering my physical defense.
My rifle's getting hotter.
It's just like a bad habit that I've developed. Oh, we gotta get Ryan up. Come on, Ryan. Come on, boy.
This is the Monado's power.
Get you up as well. Heal you. Yeah, they're doing a fair bit of damage.
Now it's right time.
Now we're working as one.
Steady, Shala. Powering up.
There we go. Much better. Much better.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Do you know what game you're gonna put in the next Hall of Greats? Wolf Daddy. I have several ideas. I was toying around with the idea of putting Xenoblade Chronicles in there, but I don't think I should nominate it until I finished it. That seems a little strange.
Let's focus our efforts.
Okay.
Yeah, let's open up the break.
Now we're getting started.
There we go. Yeah, that's much better. You just do that every time.
Monado, lend us your power. I'm powering up.
Hurt even more.
Shala, great attack.
I think we can do it.
Whenever I hear people talk about Xenoblade Chronicles,
We can definitely do this.
I always hear them talk about the world and how well it builds up its lore and things like that. The world building, if you will. But I honestly don't hear that much about the combat, and I actually think the combat is one of the strongest aspects. It's really well thought out.
It's a teamwork.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
You have to be on your toes in every fight, like, and there's a clear difference between a skill player and a person that's just spamming arts. Like, there's a method to it that I really like a lot. Heaps of Fram subscribed for 8 months in a row. Monolith Soft with the Xenoblade and the helping of with Breath of the Wild, base developer right there. Absolutely. Here's some Sophies for you and a few extra Sophies for Monolith Soft. And also, Bloodworth popping in, Xenoblade fan. Another game that I was thinking, because I did Street Fighter because I love Street Fighter and it needs to be represented, and I feel like none of the other allies give fighting games their proper due, so I wanted to do that. But I'm thinking Rocket Knight Adventures for the next one. It's a game I really love, and it might be fun to try to sell it to people. Breath of the Wild is all-consuming. Somebody asked, how are you? Is it tough reviewing other things and just not playing Breath of the Wild? And the answer is yes. Everything that I'm playing is some degree of great, but I really want to play Zelda because every time I play it, I'm just completely lost in it. I'm loving every second of it. I know there are people out there that are hating on the way it looks, the way it performs, and I am just having, honestly, a blast. It's the best game that I've played this year, I think. There have been so many moments. The world has felt alive to me. Like, there's so much to find, and the way that they plant those secrets is a blast. Like, anything you do in that game, whether you're just going around hunting for ingredients to cook, or you're just looking for shrines, like, I could spend an entire night just doing one of those things. It's great. Or just searching for... Like, I went on a quest last night where I had to go find the secret cave that had so much treasure in it. Like, I don't know. When Miyamoto talked about going out into the forest and that sense of adventure, and that's what he wanted to convey in The Legend of Zelda, it hasn't felt more realized than it does right now, in my opinion. Sorry. I'm going off on a rant, but I feel like I haven't gotten to say that much about Zelda, and I am adoring it. Also, it's been great for me because my girlfriend's been playing it with me, and normally we don't play games together, and if we do play games together, it's usually co-op, like Overcooked or something like that. But she's just loved solving puzzles with me, watching me discover things, all that stuff. Like, we've just had a blast playing it, and there hasn't been a game that's kind of hit us like this before, and so that's been kind of cool. I spent 2 hours just running around last night. I didn't do anything else. Yeah, that's the thing, is there's a lot of moments where I'm not really accomplishing anything at all, and I'm still kind of in awe. Oh, there's something I want to say that I found last night, just randomly, just looking into the night sky. And I was like, why is that here? And I just followed it around. I followed it around the sky, looking at it. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to spoil it, but... yeah, that game is something special, in my opinion. I want to stream it right now. I won't do that. I won't do that. I'm not going to spoil that game for you guys, but... yeah. Certainly do. But yeah, outside of like an hour or two a night, I haven't been able to play it in huge chunks. I feel like it's something I could play 8 hours or 12 hours or whatever, but I just have to review other things, and that's okay. Those things deserve love too.
Let's focus our efforts. I'm on it. Let's keep up. Yeah. All right. Things are really heating up.
I also would really like to play more Horizon Zero Dawn, because that was another game that I was loving, but...
Victory for teamwork.
Cool. Let's keep this up. Let's not lose our heads, though.
Zelda World want to kill you? What? Ben, with all these great games coming out, have you had time to watch anime? My anime consumption has definitely decreased a little bit, but what I like to do, I got a nice little system. I am up till about 2 or 3 in the morning, playing games, working on EZA stuff, either like finishing up videos or taking notes for review. That's pretty much been every night for the last 2 months. But then what I do when I'm about ready to go to bed, I grab my headphones, I grab my iPad, I put on Crunchyroll, and I watch 2 to 3 episodes of something. And that's how I fall asleep. Which is not very much with the amount of anime that I should be consuming, but doing my best. Watching nothing but JoJo the past few months, which has been great. I need to make a JoJo playlist on my phone.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Man, if the enemy topples are weird. Let's focus our efforts to encourage you. Alright, sorry chat, I think I might have gotten a little bit over my head here. Let's focus. I should also look at my skills, by the way. People are talking about in chat like how many great games there are and how hard it is to keep up. It's actually something I kind of want to speak to in a deeper way. I think the internet loves to hype things up, right? And we're guilty of that too. It's fun to be excited about things, but what we're in right now is not just normal hype. It's not just, oh man, here's a really good game. It is I don't know, it sort of feels like a historical moment where everything is kind of firing on all cylinders. Like, the games that people are making have such a clear vision and such flawless execution. Like, it's unnatural in a way that I can't quite put my finger on. Do you wear headphones around your neck everywhere you go? No. I just have little earbuds. I don't have the full World Ends With You style going on. We haven't gone full anime with that yet. Except Microsoft. Yeah, it's funny because as you heard me say during the stream, I think Halo Wars 2 is a good game. And I think Microsoft is doing good things, but the competition is doing unreal things right now, and so I think it's making them look maybe a little bit worse than normal. It's so frustrating whenever you criticize anything, like Sony or Nintendo or Microsoft, and people are like, why do you hate that company? It's like, no, I don't. It's just my job to think about these things. Like, I really don't give a shit what I play games on. Whether it's PC or a Switch or an Xbox or a fucking Game Boy, I don't care. That's not. I'm not in it for the hardware. I'm in it for the games. Always have been. And I try to play so many things, and so when we're accused of fanboyism, it always catches me off guard. I'm just babbling today. I'm all fired up. I'm excited about games. When I get like this, it's kind of unavoidable. So it wants us to go down? How do we get down? Let's look at our map. Okay, so we need to go to the right here. That'll probably lead us to some stairs. I think the toughest thing with Easy Allies, and to kind of talk about those criticisms again, there are things that we're not covering very well, And I think that's totally true. Like, I think Easy A needs to do a better job of being broader, like, Torment. The new Torment that just came out. We haven't talked about that at all. That's bad. That seems like a really cool game. We should have things to say about that. We don't. And it's not for lack of interest. It's just, it fell through the cracks, and that happens all the time. We didn't really talk about King of Fighters 14. It fell through the cracks. That's bad. That's a game worth discussing. And so I think from, you know, some people's perspectives, it's like, hey, this thing is really good and it seems like you're totally ignoring it. And we're totally ignoring it. But that's just because we're so small and these games are so long. You know, I would hate... The things that we do cover, I want us to cover well. I want us to be knowledgeable about them. I want our opinions to be thought out and articulate. I would rather have that than try to cover a bunch of things badly. And I do think we have covered some things badly. I don't think we're infallible or anything like that. But, yeah. So know that that's where we're coming from. Is, like, if I'm reviewing a 60 or 80 hour game, I'm in for all those 80 hours. Like, I don't want to give you a finalized opinion until that's done. But that means, like, 4 other things aren't getting covered. Right.
Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem.
Basically what I'm trying to say is, I hope we get to Torment soon. Focus our efforts. Ryan, can you please get this aggro off her? Thank you.
Good to go. This is the last one.
Let's focus our efforts. I'm on it.
Okay.
We can definitely do this. Yeah!
Everyone, my right
You're not
hand is
invincible.
hotter.
Manano! We win! Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Okay. let's
Candy
get
Coated
going.
Thorns, we should do a Slip Through the Cracks week with games that we want to highlight. That's a really good idea. That's a good idea, Ed, but I would want to get everybody on Easy A on board. I'd want us to sit down and talk about, alright, what have we missed this year? What have we not given enough attention to? And have everybody stream something like that. You know, so I'll stream Torment. Huber will stream For Honor, probably. No, I'm just joking. This is just a joke. Yeah, that'd be really fun. Somebody said, rest in peace, finishing Trails of Cold Steel this year. That hurts my heart because you're right. It does seem like I've forgotten about Trails of Cold Steel, but I haven't. So my goal is, unless something changes, April really does seem like it's kind of chilling out right now. That it's not going to be as intense as January, February, and March were. And what I might do, and I'm a little bit worried about proposing this, is having, like, because I'm not going to be done with Xenoblade Chronicles, is having a 4-hour Xenoblade stream and a 4-hour Trails of Cold Steel stream in a week. And so you'll just get... Okay, we did this bad. There's too many guys. Persona 5? Oh, okay. Alright, so here's why I didn't say Persona 5, and I'm going to get a bunch of must be nices about this. We already have Persona 5, and I will be done with Persona 5 before April. And so that's why I didn't say Persona 5, just from, like, scheduling stuff in my mind. I never want to... I always feel bad bringing that stuff up. I never want to brag about it because I think that's super shitty for game journalists to do. But that's why I didn't bring up Persona 5. So I'm sorry. You could totally get mad at me for that. I would be mad at me too. Yeah, that is like a quintessential must be nice thing. I'm sorry, everybody. What the fuck is going on? Why are you doing that, Schultz? Stop it. Why is he dancing?
Just what I needed. Now it's right time.
What does this do? Inflicts daze on an enemy suffering topple. Oh! So we get another layer of stun. Holy shit, let's do that. Okay, cool. Yes. And I don't have to rely on Rhyme for it. Awesome. We're... Okay, we won. We beat the game. Oops, that... I meant to go one more over. How are we doing on health? We're doing okay on health. We're doing okay. I wish I could see what their cooldowns were. So I could time this, like, break, topple, daze thing a little bit better. But it's alright.
You like that? Right. Leave it to Ryan. Who's that? Now it's right time. Monado, lend us your power. Hammer. Go. Split it. All right, now tear them up.
Let's do it, Ryan.
Powering up.
Ben, my community comment for January was a love letter to you, reinvigorating my love for Japanese games. You continue to do that even if you don't do full playthroughs. Just keep inspiring me. Absolutely, man. I'm happy to hear it. I have a story for you. I feel like I've been ignoring chat, so let me get caught up with what you guys are saying. Ben is one of the resident Kiseki Trails preachers at EZA. I think it's better you finish up Xenoblade first. I think giving each game the focus it needs would be more enjoyable, especially for Trails. It's so dense on information that gets picked up in other titles. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's something I've been pretty bad at. You see it with Yakuza, you see it with Trails, is I'll start a full playthrough, I'll get a decent way in, and then I'll just switch to something else. That's just because I have this disorder where I want to play everything all at once. It's not a disorder. I shouldn't frame it like that. But you get what I'm saying. I just get excited about so many things. I do need to just chill out and focus. So we will be finishing Xenoblade, no matter what. What else was somebody saying? Is there any particular reason you keep making new shows on a whim when you could have them as Patreon goals? I'm not complaining about all the new awesome content, but from a business perspective, it might be better to give more incentive for 40k on Patreon. That's a really good comment. Who did that? Wolf Daddy? Yes, so you're right. It would be better. The Easy Anime podcast is probably a good example of that, where that's something that maybe it should be like a $1 tier or a $5 tier or something. Or there should be timed access like there is with the EZA podcast. Here's the thing, though, for me, and when it comes to shows that I'm responsible for, I don't like charging people for shit. I just don't like it. Anytime I'm like, oh, we should, monetize this better. I don't like doing that. It's bad for us. It hurts us, which in turn hurts you guys. But, if we're just sitting around talking about anime, I just want people to enjoy that. And so I'm terrible when it comes to business because I want everything to be free. I just want us to celebrate good things and criticize bad things. And it's just this weird idealism that I have where I either won't think about it or I'll think about it and be like, nah, let's just throw it up. Again, I'm not defending it, but I want you guys to know where I'm coming from with it.
Definitely do this. This is the Monado's power.
But you need money back. We do. And there are a lot of things that we could do that are simple and not really that annoying that would help us. Like, there should be a call to action at the end of every EZA video saying, like, hey, support us, all that stuff. I think it's pretty obvious when you look at EZA that we're people that make things. We're not people that sell things. Painfully obvious, perhaps, but it is the way it is.
Don't let a single one escape.
People will be more willing to help if they have free stuff to watch, though. Yeah, definitely. I think so. Something that we could do a better job of that I don't think we need to charge for is highlighting our best stuff. not just reactions and funny moments, but like we should just be pimping the shit out of Don's Discount Gaming. That show is incredible. There's nothing else like it on the internet. You can't find a dozen other YouTube channels that are doing the exact same thing as what Don's doing. And I feel like if exposed properly, it would be getting a lot more views than it's getting because the quality is there, right? And so we need to be better about doing that. Definitely. It's like, it's tough, right? Because I know these things. I'm very painfully aware of a lot of this stuff. And I'll see comments and they're like, you guys really need to do this. And I'm like, yes, we really need to do that. But figuring out who's going to do what and how to properly do it amidst, like, hey, you need to review this video game. It's tough, you know? And it's not a woe is me situation. It's just something we haven't figured out yet. But yeah, it definitely needs to get better, for sure. No doubt.
We can definitely do this. We can do it. Backslash. Now it's right time.
Underestimate me.
Chala. Whoa, that was close.
I think we can do it.
You're not invincible. Monado.
In the midst of all that, though, something that I worry about is the best thing about Easy A is we're not bullshitting you. We are just a bunch of nerds that really like video games. And I feel like people can come on our stream and hang out with us because we're not trying to be streamers, right? Like we're not trying to have those reactions that get us millions of views or people laugh at. Like that stuff happens naturally, I think, because of our personalities, but like when people send a Japanese copy of Rival Schools in the mail, like that's what our fans are sending us and that's what we freak out about. That's what we're honestly into. That honesty, that sincerity is something I want to keep. No matter what happens, no matter how we conduct our business, I want you guys to feel like we're being honest with you and we're not trying to sell you a bill of goods or over-exaggerate things for views or money or anything like that. Like, no matter what happens, I don't want to lose that. I probably worry about it too much because I think we're pretty good at not bullshitting you, but let us know if it goes the other way.
Let's stay focused. Good thing I'm here.
Reactions happen naturally because Huber has systems. I don't know what this means. I need to go back and watch the stream. What do you mean Huber has systems? Oh man, what a bunch of weirdos. When is the Gundam stream? Good question. Good question, Freddy Fingers. I will. We're overdue for a Gundam stream. Do not get your hopes up, please. But maybe next week? Maybe next week it can happen. Kind of just running around killing things and rambling. But that's okay. Get those levels. Totally bought Yakuza 0 because of your PS3, PS2 playthrough. I had the best time of my life. Good, man. It's even more than Persona. I've had just non-stop people message me saying, hey, I've played Yakuza because of your and Huber's hype. And that's been really wonderful to read. Am I even going the right way? Alright, let's fight this thing and then figure this shit out. Very bad at talking and playing video games. You wouldn't think it'd be that hard. Gotta use them other arts, Ben?
Great team.
Some other arts. What am I not using? I feel like I'm using Shulk's full suite. During the 1-2 switch eating contest, Huber strat, I have to eat on my knees. Alright. Ben, what do you think about putting Ghost in the Shell up for the Easy Anime vote in April? Yeah, somebody mentioned, I don't know where it was, that we were idiots for not putting Ghost in the Shell up because of the movie. And then I read that and I was like, yep, we were idiots for not putting Ghost in the Shell up. And that would be kind of nice for us because Ghost in the Shell is very easy to cover. It's not as long as some of these other gargantuans that we've been tackling, so that would be nice. Of course, we wouldn't just cover the movie, we'd cover standalone complex and things like that too. So, we need to go down. That elevator seems to take us down. How do we get to that elevator? Oh, we just keep going. So we haven't, we came down here, we got this. We haven't been to this area yet, so we just keep moving forward. Okay, so maybe we're not as off track as I initially thought. But chat, please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's not like Ghost in the Shell doesn't have 3 anime series as well. I was just trying to be so much anime. Maybe I was just trying to lie to myself to make me feel better about all the anime we have to watch, but you're right. There's more Ghost in the Shell than I was letting on.
It's over. Let's not lose our heads, though.
We make a great team.
Ghost in the Shell standalone complex is currently being shown on Toonami. It's so... I haven't had cable since high school, so like a decade ago. But I wish I had cable for Toonami. Nothing...
Let a single one escape.
Nothing quite reaches... Sometimes... Do you guys remember those amazing Toonami ads? Like, the one that starts, "A boy has the right to dream"? I still watch those sometimes. Those are still hype as fuck. Like, they were so well made, so cool. Oh. Toonami is responsible for me liking anime. It's solely attributed to that. And I know that's true for a lot of others as well. Outlaw Star, yes. I haven't watched Outlaw Star since I first saw it on Toonami because I was always worried, like, oh, maybe it won't be as good as it is in my head. Because to me, when I saw Outlaw Star, I was like, this is the coolest fucking show ever. I loved it. I just love the world. I love the art.
I'm not doing too well.
And I would hate to watch it now and have it not be cool. And so I'm trying to keep those memories precious.
Just what I needed.
My rifle's getting hot.
We can definitely do this. Right. Great attack. Leave it to Ryan.
Ryan, you're taking all my damage, though.
It's coming to me. Cheers, Ryan. This is not good.
Okay, right time, baby.
Okay, so you just switch.
You're not invincible. Milano and Trump.
Okay.
Come on, snap out of it.
Thanks. I was seeing stars there.
Bring it on. We can definitely do this.
Cool off.
You're not invincible. Milano and Trump.
Oh, we missed the days. It takes a while to come out.
Powering up.
Give me some space.
We win. Good thing I'm here. No?
Berserk holds up?
Okay,
Absolutely.
let's get going.
Yes. So somebody, who did this? Was it Mbun? I think it was Mbun. This commercial for Toonami will make you feel like you can do anything. It makes me feel like I can do anything anytime I watch it. If you're feeling down, feeling bad about yourself, watch that, and you'll be ready to take on the world. It's so great. Hey Arnold is my favorite anime. Who doesn't love Hey Arnold? Aren't they bringing Hey Arnold back or something like that? I thought I remember somebody. Focus our efforts, please. There we go. Let's get this days. There we go. Get the days. Oh, I don't have my days up. Cell game Gohan, right? Yeah. Not to open up this can of worms, and I may regret doing this, but I feel as though I like the Cell games less than other people. To me, in a weird way, Dragon Ball Z kind of ends at the Frieza arc. Like, that's a whole story to me. And there's never, in my opinion, been a better DBZ villain than Frieza. Like, that fight, it goes on for way too long, of course. But that fight with Frieza, Gohan finally reaching this mythical status, like, that was all I needed. Everything after that has been a nice bonus, but the Frieza saga, to me, is the climax, the end of Dragon Ball Z. The shit that Vegeta goes through, like, they dig up all of this stuff again, but it's never been done better than it was in that saga. Even when fucking Frieza just kills Gohan. Oh, or not Gohan, not kills Gohan. Whoops, Krillin. I'm trying to say Krillin. The Frieza 20 plus episodes of Goku fighting Frieza. I agree. You can skip a lot of that. That stuff is drug out way too long, but why is what's happening? We're talking about Frieza and dying. That's what's happening. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's pay out.
It's okay.
When Gohan goes SSJ2 during the Cell fight, Chill's still my favorite DBZ episode. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of people say that, absolutely. And no disrespect, it's a very cool moment. It's super well done. But I don't know. I think I've just never been that big of a Gohan fan for one reason or another. Goku is just such a charming lead, right? He plays kind of the idiot sometimes, but you realize that like he's just this fundamentally super good person that doesn't take life too seriously and is just always himself, right? Like Goku doesn't ever need to fucking figure out who he is. He's like, give me 100 plates of food, let me train, let me love my family. Some people might view that as overly simplistic, but I don't know. I think it's pretty refreshing, right? It's why Huber characters are so enjoyable, right? Because they're just okay with being happy, and that's nice sometimes. I don't need everything to have a I don't know. I don't need everything to be a super badass, dark persona all the time. Focus our efforts. Let's focus our efforts. No problem. Yeah. That's the spirit. Everyone, let's go. Bring it on.
Come on, up you get.
Thank you. Focus on unlocking. Seeing something.
Well, we can break this by just killing him. There we go. Huber could fly on the Nimbus Cloud, no problem, yes. Oh man, I'd love fan art of that. Huber on a cloud. It'd be wonderful. I think what I enjoy about Goku are actually the moments later where he and everyone around him kind of understands what a dick he can be just for the sake of fighting a good fight, but it always works out better for him. Yeah, that's what Kai was saying too, that Goku is very much a dick in Super, and I haven't really seen that, but it sounds kind of funny. This guy was saying that he's a terrible father.
We can definitely do this. No way.
Yeah, it's an interesting comment for sure.
Just what I needed. Okay, Ryan. We can definitely do this. Sword drive. Take this. Eat this. Powering up.
These fights have been pretty cool. We gotta go in and look at our skills,
Power of the Monado.
our equipment, all that stuff.
We can definitely do this.
I'm not doing too
Wow, down. Backslash. Time for a chain attack.
Got it. I only need one.
Powering up. Let's keep up the pressure. Heal. How good. This is the Monado's power.
The first time I tried booting up Zelda on my Switch, I kept getting an error until I reinserted the cartridge. I've booted it about a dozen times since then with no problems, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit worried. Yeah, definitely. That's...
Wasn't really
New console launches are always scary because
That's not fair.
sometimes there are a lot of problems. I'm just grateful that I haven't had a lot of the things that people have been complaining about or that you've been hearing about in the news. I haven't had dead pixels. I haven't had the dock scratching my screen. I haven't had a desyncing left Joy-Con. I haven't had any of that stuff, but my heart definitely goes out to people who have. While on the Nimbus Cloud shaking a soda. Did Hubert shake a soda during the stream? These great Hubert moments, I gotta check it out. But it doesn't really look like we have any new gems. Oh yeah, new cap for Ryan. New goggles, I guess I should say. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a pretty big boost to defense. Oh yeah, Ryan. Look at this. He's looking fly. I like this. I like it, I like it, I like it. Ben, hopes for E3 2017. So this is a game that I've mentioned wanting many times. I think it's gonna happen. In fact, I'm willing to make a bet on it happening. If you can guess it, I will give you complimentary Sophies. Why do Ben streams turn into anime discussion with chat? It's just me, man. I don't know. The people want their anime. We oblige. Spider bet? I'm never gonna make a spider bet. If you think I'm gonna make a spider bet, you're crazy. Never gonna happen. Keep dreaming. Like, I'm all in for fun and games, but not spiders.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
No one has gotten the game yet. Some of you are kind of close, but yeah, none of you have gotten it yet. Or at least I don't think so. Scanning through. Come on, you guys are better than this. You know. What's the game I want? I'm supremely disappointed in chat right now. Castlevania is a very good guess. I just have no hope. Alright, let me give you a hint. It's a sequel, a proper one, from the Japanese developers, long overdue. It has been hinted at. It is not a fighting game. It is not a fighting game. No hope for Castlevania. What about Bloodstained? No, absolutely. Bloodstained looks great. It's not a Castlevania game. The Castlevania isn't in the title. Matt gets it. All right, so Matt, I'm gonna give you the complimentary surface of the day. So it's Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry 5. Thank you, Matt. Maybe that was harder than I was giving it credit, I suppose. Not only do you get some Sophies, I'm gonna give you the first dirty down of the day. Slightly disappointed in chat. I said that ages ago, Ben. Dwicker, I'm sorry, I just missed it. I'm sure I wasn't the only one I missed. So if I did miss you, it wasn't intentional. But Dwicker, for any that I missed, including Dwicker, I will give you some Sophies as well.
More enemies! Come on! We can definitely do this! Let's focus our efforts! I'm on it! Thanks! Bring it on! Behold the power of Monado! Good! Yeah! You like that? Right!
That was a beauty.
Leave it to right! We can definitely do this!
We gotta be careful, we don't want to fall down once again.
Monado, lend us your power! Let's focus our efforts. On it. Bring it on.
Wild down, man.
Good enough. Show. Nicely done. Everyone, let's go. Let's focus our efforts.
She actually used the sleep bullet very well there, keeping the big guy out of commission while they focused on the little one. That was smart. I like it.
Eat this. Now, right, we can definitely do this. Now tear him up! Okay, you never stood a chance.
Okay, let's get going.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
So did Ben just lock in a bet for Devil May Cry 5 at E3 2017? I mean, I didn't give any stakes or anything. Like I said, folks, not doing a spider bet ever. I demand a new Jet Set Radio, Ben. It's time Sega revealed itself. Haven't had one of those games in ages. Yeah, I hear you. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I just don't think Sega is in a position to do it. Like, from their end, and not that I agree with this, but from their end, how could you convince a bunch of suits, like, hey, we gotta make a new Jet Set Radio?
You're a lifesaver.
Speaking of Sega, Sonic Mania. That game is going to be good. It is very much the Sonic we've wanted for a very long time. And we've kind of gotten close to, sometimes, but never quite that sweet spot. I played
Monado, lend us your power!
Studiopolis, like the brand new stage at GDC, and as I was going through the stage, the guy giving the demo was showing me all of these very obscure Sonic references that they artfully put into the game, and very clearly demonstrating, like, okay, these people understand Sonic in a way that Sonic needs to be understood, deserves to be understood. It's awesome.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This won't take long.
Let's sort this out nice and quickly.
Monado, lend us your... That's it.
Nicely done.
Everyone, let's go!
My rifle's
Behold the power of the Monado. Right time. Pesky thing. Come on.
last one.
Yeah!
Shouldn't you be dazed for longer?
Perfect for a chain attack. Good fight. Let's stay focused.
Let's stay alert.
Ben, which games did you pick up? Let's see. I picked up Snipper Clips, I'm Setsuna, Shovel Knight, Zelda, 1-2 Switch, Fast RMX, and I have a review code for Blaster Master Zero. So I've got plenty of things to play on the Switch. Everything but Just Dance? Almost true. Didn't get Skylanders either. Almost true. How's Blaster Master Zero? I haven't played the review copy yet, but I played it at GDC and it seemed really great. Really, really, really great. Did I go to the wrong level? This place has been very confusing for me. Because there's very little defined on this level. But the elevator doesn't go down. There's nothing going down. It'll only go up. So is there another elevator that I need to take? Okay, because that elevator goes to where we need to be. And that goes up to which level? Oh, I got Bomberman as well. Thank you, Atomized. Yeah, I got Bomberman as well. Ben, did you play the Danganronpa VR demo on PS4 yet? No, I have not. Ben, you hardly ever need to reapply the enchant in regular encounters. Use the slash attack instead. I see. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you, Ulf. How long does enchant last for? Because for whatever reason, I thought that every single time your Monado was refreshed, you would have to re-imply a chant, but that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. Alright, so it lasts for a full minute. Okay. That's a very, very, very long time. Yeah, you're right. I should be using the slash. Thank you, Ulf. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, now we're here. Let's circle around. Everything's fine. Hey Ben, I'm playing through Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reloaded for review. First time playing it and loving it. Hyped for 3. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to do a video kind of analyzing a different way than we normally analyze things, not just a review, but kind of digging into very nitty-gritty details of what makes Danganronpa cool, and why people should play it. Because I think a lot of people are just like, oh, visual novels, that sounds boring, it's not for me. And it's like, yeah, okay, Danganronpa is a visual novel. There is a lot of reading and talking and blah, 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 blah. But it's an adventure visual novel, and that adventure part is awesome, and how it plays with the truth and finding clues and those intense trials, like that's all stuff that I don't think a lot of people realize are a big part of why that game is cool. And yeah, I don't know. Danganronpa deserves love. Do a frame trap about Danganronpa. I had an idea today. Again, this is just a pie in the sky idea, folks. Don't say this is happening. Where I was like, oh, what if we had like a mini frame trap on off weeks sometimes, where it was just, okay, today we're just talking about Zelda Breath of the Wild for an hour and a half, or we're talking about Danganronpa for an hour and a half, or just focusing on this one game. And maybe a smaller panel, maybe it's just 2 people, maybe it's 3 people, whatever it is. Sort of a frame trap presents kind of thing. Might be fun. It's a better Phoenix Wright, and Phoenix Wright is great. Phoenix Wright is great. I do like Danganronpa better. I'd have to figure out why.
You're a lifesaver.
What's funny is, despite loving the story in Danganronpa, I think some of it is kind of bad or not well explained, but the way that it's presented, the ride that it takes you on, kind of smooths over those rough edges. Like, much like Nier in a lot of ways, it's not really about getting all of the details right. It's kind of the atmosphere that it creates, the tone, that is gripping all on its own. Even if it doesn't nail all the details, it's a really good ride to be on. So yeah, I got things that I want to articulate about that I don't feel like I've ever been able to properly do.
Behold the power of the Monado. Right, you're a lifesaver. We can definitely do this.
I keep doing that same thing. I keep just reapplying the enchant. So maybe take me a bit to get out of that habit. But yeah, that 3,000 damage I'm getting, I should absolutely be doing that.
All together now.
You said it, Schultz.
All right, we came through. Piece of
Ben, the previews for Persona 5 are making the
keep
wait
on going
harder.
like this,
Totally, man.
guys.
I feel you. Some people keep asking if we're gonna have a preview out, and I want to, but I think it's more important that we get the review out on time, since we can say more in the review than we can with the scope of a preview. So, Persona preview might happen, but emphasis on the review.
I'm feeling it.
The thing has been, personally, I think... Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you for the kind words. So I love you to do a mini frame trap times so. Awesome. What were we saying about... Zero Escape is pretty good, but a lot of people didn't like Zero Time Dilemma. I found it fine, even if 99 is clearly the best game. Yeah, people were really mad that I liked Zero Time Dilemma. And it's funny because a lot of the things that people criticize about Zero Time Dilemma, I totally agree. The wrap-up is sloppy, but again, I still found the ride enjoyable. Even if it didn't pay off in a lot of ways, or they clearly neglected things that they should have addressed. As I was going through the game, I was still very much gripped, I guess. So that's why I liked it. But yeah, I certainly think there are plenty of very valuable things to criticize about.
Rhine, you're up. Yeah, Rhine time. Shala.
My turn. Rip through the air. Okay, perfect.
Teamwork is finest.
I said this earlier, but about the bi-weekly mini-frame trap, talking about games not otherwise covered, I suggest the show name Easy to Miss.
Come on. That's
a good
not
idea.
fair.
Speaking of frame trap, thanks for the shout out. I appreciate that Ian spoke honestly about the demo and any issues he had with it. Really great feedback. Good. I'm glad to hear that you like that and that you're open to us talking about it. For sure. Zero Time Dilemma is really ambitious, and the mid-game is insanity. The best kind of insanity. It's just that the wrap-up being complex motives kind of sucked. Yeah, I think you're right on the money there. I think that is a very apt way of describing that game. Do you ever foresee Easy Allies giving the Just Dance games the review they deserve? No, but I think Just Dance might be a really fun group stream. You might hear Just Dance and groan or roll your eyes, but I don't know. Us just being goofballs and Huber doing his very violent dancing, like that might be a pretty good time. Might be worth thinking about. Completely forgetting K is shit. It is shit. You're right. Absolutely. There's no other like we don't need to sugarcoat that. It's shit. It's just total shit. That is a more straightforward way of saying what I was trying to say.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
Just what I needed.
My rifle's getting hotter.
How's that? Go! Nice attack. Everyone, let's go! You're not invincible. Monado, enchant! Let's focus our efforts. No problem.
We're starting like a team.
It's you and me here. I'm powering up.
Pure bullets.
Just, we can definitely do this. Good fight.
Hey Ben, how many of the allies are going to play Mass Effect Andromeda when it comes out in a couple of weeks? Bloodworth definitely will be. I assume Brandon will be, but maybe that's an unfair assumption. I will be. Huber, maybe. He didn't finish Mass Effect 3, so I could see that causing a roadblock for him. Ian might be. And I think that's it. I think that's the allies that'll play it. Kyle might as well. But he also might still be playing Zelda. Totally understandable. You missed a sub. Thank you, Shadow Marba, for calling that out. Always do that, guys. Want to give people props for the support. Celtic Guardian just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. It's a brand new sub, everybody. Means a lot to us. Continue having incoherent rants during JRPG streams. Thank you. Here's some Sophies and Godfrey. I feel like I need to use Godfrey more. He needs more love on the email callouts. Oh, Kyle has to with his bet with Ian. Okay, sure. I don't remember the details of that bet. Easy as a whole needs to play Persona 5. Yeah, I agree. And I think they will. I think people think that I'm just going to be the only one that's going to play it. I don't think that's true. Ian will play it. I'll play it. Huber will definitely play it. Brad will definitely play it. Damiani will play it. Like, there's going to be a lot of Persona 5. And it'll be nice because I think a lot of people think like, oh, why are they so hyped up on that? And it's like, nope. This game is incredible. Can't wait to tell you why. There's a ton of good things in it. And a gear that is stacked. It stands above a lot of other things. Yeah, Persona 5. Very special game. Very special game. Hey Ben, someone asked earlier if you thought Persona 5 is better than Persona 4 Golden from what you've played. What do you think? The reason why I'm hesitating is... Okay, no hesitation. Yeah, I think Persona 5 is a clear and obvious improvement from Persona 4. Like, I don't even know how you could debate it in your head after playing Persona 5. The dungeons are, for the first time in that goddamn series, actually really interesting and well laid out, and have more going. They're not perfect, but they're much better than the series has seen in the past. And the story, how it covers its themes, where it chooses to go, it's much different than Persona 5, but it feels like it has more weight to it, because it's not these kids just trying to figure out themselves. They're not trying to. It's not the Scooby-Doo murder mystery, which is very good in Persona 5. It's like, no, we're gonna. This is social commentary, but it's not like beating you over the head. It's sort of taking these things and looking at them and letting you arrive at your own conclusions. It's a very intelligent game. A very intelligent game. I think you should play it. I think everyone should play it. You know, I don't think just the JRPG fans should play it. I don't think just the Persona fans should play it. Like, it is a game that deserves recognition on the whole.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Nice job.
What did I say? You meant 4? I just do that sometimes. I will be thinking the correct thing and just say, I don't know what I messed up. Maybe I said Persona 3 or something, but yeah. Hopefully, despite me switching things around, you still got the message still came across. How did you feel about the Majima storyline in Yakuza 0? His storyline brought me to tears a couple times. Yeah, as I said in the review, it's the best. It's one of the best stories, if not the best story that Yakuza has ever told, is the Majima story in Yakuza 5, or Yakuza 0, not Yakuza 5. Doing it again, folks. But yeah, it's great. In fact, it makes Kazuma's story in Yakuza 0 kind of look boring. Like, I think Kazuma's story is fine, but Majima's is so good and so emotional, and the payoff is so great that, like, Yakuza 0 is Majima's game featuring everybody else, in my opinion. Do you think the seeds left in Yakuza 0 will pay off in Yakuza 6? Maybe. I feel bad. I wasn't trying to, like, curtly dismiss Huber, but I think it came across that way. No offense, but Persona 5 seems like a game I wouldn't like to play, but I would watch instead. Why do you feel that way? Why do you feel like you would enjoy playing it? Really? Is there nothing? What? Oh, we just go up and around. Okay. Okay, okay. Right. Oh, no! I see. I see, I see. So we get on these. Okay. This is kind of cool. The combat mostly also really hasn't hooked me story-wise. That's cool. I feel you. JRPG combat isn't for everybody, and despite I think how much snappier Persona 5 feels than any other Persona game, it is still fundamentally a turn-based JRPG, and that's just not going to resonate with some people. And there's nothing wrong with that. As far as the story goes, though, that one is a little bit harder for me to understand, because unlike Persona 4 specifically, Persona 5 starts out with a bang. They do a good job, much like Yakuza 0, I would say, of getting to the point and drawing you in with some excitement and some pretty dramatic scenes. So
Now we're pulling together.
I feel like the story is kind of immediately grabbing, but as I said, to each their own.
I'm feeling it. Up. We can definitely do this. That's
Holy
what I
shit.
needed.
Come on, we need you, Sean.
Wow, down.
Here's hoping Nier Automata sells better. I strangely felt proud when Neo sold 1 million copies. Yeah, Geocan, that's a good thing to bring up. Those reviews on Nier, when you see that Metacritic and you see 90, when you see that 89, it deserves it, and it's so good to have a Yoko Taro game be that critically well regarded. But I'm mad at Square Enix or whoever is responsible for releasing it at the time that they did. I think Nier, with the reviews that it's getting, actually had a chance to do decently. I really do. I believe that. And Neo found this just right pocket where it came out and it wasn't immediately competing with too many other things. Yakuza 0, same thing. It had just a little bit of breathing room. Nier's coming out at the absolute worst time. And that sucks. You really need that launch to feel special and unique and not like you're competing with a zillion other things. Ben, is Nier Automata long? I haven't finished it yet, but it seems like it's long. If you're just doing one ending, which you don't want to do, that would be silly. You're missing most of the story. It's not that long. It's about 11, 12 hours. But to do all of the endings, to see the complete story, I think it's about 40 hours. But like I said, I haven't finished.
Let's focus our efforts. No problem.
Thanks.
Now it's grind time. We can definitely do this. This is the Monado Tower. Monado. Thanks. Sola? What about me?
She just runs past Ryan to get me. That's great. We got you. Let's focus our efforts. Charlotte, you're dying.
Seeing something.
These things are nasty.
Sorry.
Yakuza 0 launched the exact same day as Resident Evil Tales of Berseria within a week of Red Rush 2 and Digimon. It definitely did not launch in a good window, early copy privilege memory. I'm going to disagree with you, Atomized, because it's not the same thing that I'm describing here. Outside of Resident Evil 7, Tales of Berseria, Red Rush 2, and Digimon are all pretty niche games, whereas I feel like, you know, the sort of cachet of Zelda, Horizon, are different. I think the competition is more fierce. I'm not saying that Yakuza 0 was perfect by any means, but it's not the same situation. And I think making the two seem identical is not correct. Like, I don't know. Not to mention the launch of a new console. Exactly. Yeah. There's more going on around Nier than there was with Yakuza. Well, maybe not for you. It was tough for me. It was tough for me too, but we're not talking about us. We're not talking about the people that want to play everything. We're talking about the people that are very picky, that buy one game a month, right? There are a lot more of those people than there are of us. Not saying that there aren't a lot of us. I think there are. Clearly. Easy Allies is a thing, right? It seemed like Nier ended up selling well in its first week in Japan, at least. That's good. So, that fight went badly. Very badly. Let's level up our arts. It's not that we don't want to buy more than one game a month. It's typically money, time issues. Gaming can be very sensitive. Yeah, guys, come on. I'm not criticizing the people that only want to buy one game a month. Obviously, there are super practical reasons for why you would do that. Totally. I'm not asking you to justify it. I'm just saying that's the way it is. There are a lot of people that can only buy one game a month. It's not an insult. And there are people like Huber's friend who buy MLB The Show every year and only ever play that. Yeah, exactly. And those people, right, will probably never buy Nier under any circumstances, but I feel like we're getting into an argument that is a little senseless. It's just Nier launched at an unfortunate time. That's kind of the beginning and the end of it. We need to... The other thing that I feel like isn't brought up, that is a factor, is everything that's coming out is pretty long. Horizon is a very long game. Zelda is a very long game. Nier is a long game. And I think that's also kind of exhausting and overwhelming for people as well. Not that these games shouldn't be long. You know, in isolation, that's awesome. But when they're all kind of stacked up against each other, not good. Do try a balance of arts that have large cooldowns and short cooldowns. Is it difficult to play any of the games right now when you have Switch and Zelda waiting for you? Yeah, that question was asked earlier. Yes, it is. But also, no. When I switch off of Zelda and I play something else, I'm not going, oh, I'm not having any fun. I just get lost in that. Like, it really is this time where I'm sort of enjoying everything at a fairly equal and high level, and it's weird. Except the Berserk Musou. That game sucks. That game's bad. Maybe, okay. There are some redeeming things about it, but disappointing. Rather than sucks, disappointing is a better way to phrase that. Let's level up the healing arts first. Releases special ether bullet that increases the tension of the party. That seems good. Let's use that. Let's set this. Where do we want? What do we want it to replace? Probably this. Is 1-2 Switch better than the Berserk game? I don't even know how to answer that question. Are there cat races in P5? Not that I've seen. Would support, though. Okay, let's try not to get absolutely destroyed. Let's try to be better, chat. Oh man, I was so bad at the delayed quick draw game. That was awful. Ton of fun. Ton of fun. It's frustrating. The thing about 1-2 Switch is frustrating is that it's standalone and it's $50, right? I don't think anybody would have a problem with 1-2 Switch if it wasn't in that situation, right? It's a fun party game. You can enjoy it with people. You can show off the Switch. Why isn't it a pack-in? Throw it in the system. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. That is not a $50 game. Even if it was, I think even if it was $20, people wouldn't be bickering about it the way that they are. But at $50, that's an insane price for that game. Come on, Nintendo, please.
We can't lose. Leave it to right.
I wonder if I could have pulled them over one at a time after both.
Monado, lend us your power.
Let's focus our efforts.
Let's focus our efforts. I'm on it.
All right, I'm gonna focus here because I got absolutely destroyed.
Let's focus our efforts. I'm on it. We can definitely do this. Whoa, swing. Shala, nice attack. Eat this. Powering up. Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem. Bring it on. Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem. Just what I needed. Boom. Take this. Powering up. This isn't going well. Don't give up.
The sweeping attacks that they have are brutal.
This ain't good.
Sorry.
Heal.
Gotta cool off.
How good? Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem.
Good to go.
Now it's right time. I'm seeing something. Whoa, swing.
Keep bullet.
What? Ryan?
Don't worry about it.
What? Not good.
Wait, how did you hit me? I wasn't even close.
Get up.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Gotta focus on guarding. Come on. Beat. Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem. Thanks. I'm seeing something.
Okay, we can shield. This is a talent art. No, we can't because we don't have the mana gauge built up. Fuck.
Just what I needed.
Gotta cool off.
Come on! Oh, I can't shield it. She's gonna die.
Not good. Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem. What? Hiya! Thanks. We can definitely. It's coming to me.
This fight, holy shit.
No way. Thanks. This is the Monado's power. The future is changing. Not gonna happen. Ending the line for you, pal. Ha! Aslash! Sword drive!
It'll hurt even more.
Chala! Awesome! Ha! Let's do this! Take this! Right! You're up! I know! Get out of here! Chala!
Okay. Thunder bullet. Fire. Okay. Perfect.
Teamwork at its finest. We did it! Come on!
I need to re-imply enchant. Okay.
Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem. Hiya!
Now.
Bring it on! Come on! Beat!
My rifle's getting hotter.
Now we're alright, Darcy. I'm feeling it. What?
Give me some space.
Focus on guarding. I'm seeing something.
Shield.
Should be okay now.
The future is ours to decide. I've got to protect everyone. That'll do. Eat
to go.
I'm powering up.
We're starting to look like a team. No way.
Now we can definitely do this. Bring it on. Just what I needed. Right. Let's focus our efforts. No problem. You're not invincible. Banano, enchant. Boom.
My weapon is getting hotter.
Let's keep up the pressure. Powering up.
Now.
We can definitely do this. Come on. This will leave a mark. Cigarette. Ready to roll. Cool. Let's do it. Now it's right time.
Alright, there we go. Yay!
Nice job.
Okay, let's get going.
Whew! Okay. Alright, so what did we learn from that fight? We learned that shield is crucial. Not constantly applying enchant and wasting our Monado skill is very smart. The chain attack is very powerful. Don't ever forget about that. Don't just fucking get up in an enemy's grill all the time. That might be the big takeaway lesson. That might be the number one lesson, is don't just get in an enemy's face and spam arts. Look at what they do. Those enemies were doing big, damaging up-close attacks. Keep your distance. Attack smartly. Alright. Good. We got better. We didn't get good, but we got better. Alright, I'm sorry, chat, that I was silent and completely ignored you. I'm really feeling it. Good, good. Seeing a lot of good support. Appreciate it. Build up your Monado gauge by auto-attacking. Ben is reading a comment that was made 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think that's okay. Don't want people... I don't want people to feel forgotten if possible. You get some really fun cutscenes coming up. Japan loves silly party games, but it was a bad business decision with 1-2 Switch. Yeah. It was. It was a bad decision. Especially coming from... Or wait a minute. Did we miss something? We did. We could have gone up here. We missed this whole thing. I don't know if we need to, but... We'll see, I guess. I remember hearing somebody suggest that 1-2 Switch should have been presented as a WarioWare style game. I would have certainly liked that a lot more. You have to go around again. Chat, Xenoblade experts, do you think it's worth me going all the way around, or is what I'm missing that big of a deal? I think in Nintendo's mind, though, WarioWare doesn't have mass appeal. Or something like that. It doesn't look like it will activate. Okay. So we're not supposed to go here yet. It's not a big deal. Keep going. Okay. Well, I thought I was supposed to get on the freight elevator. But that must not be correct. I hear if Automata sells well, they might remaster Nier 1. That would be great. Please. That game needs it. 720p on PS3. Played through it recently. Not a looker. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think we do have to go back. I think where we were is where we were supposed to go. The thing you missed is where you go to progress. Yeah, okay. So chat is confirming that. Yep. Oh no. Well, we'll just go around again. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. The more people who play Nier, the better. Yes, well said. Who was that? MCR MJ, you're right. The path you skipped is where you're supposed to go. Yep. We'll get there. Can't wait for all the remaster reviews that rage quit because they fished at the wrong spot. What's funny to me is I remember the fishing stuff being made a huge deal, and it's not I don't know. It's not the most intuitive thing in the world, but I didn't think it was that complex. I fished at the wrong spot when I was first playing Nier, and then I was like, oh, okay, this is wrong, and then I just went to the correct spot. Like, I don't know. It wasn't that obtuse for me. What's wrong with 720p? Zelda's 900p? I mean, guys, it'd just be nice if they do a remaster, because then it'll look better. It'll be a higher resolution, that's all. No need to get ruffled about it. You should really extend your chain attack as much as you can. Sometimes you get it up to 10 attacks chained. All you have to do is stick to one color type of art. Yeah, I think what might potentially be the problem, though, is that we don't really share like a good chain of attacks. Like, every character has a blue art, but that's not necessarily a damaging art for all characters, and so I don't know what good that would do me. I'm not seeing an obvious chain, right? Like, because Charlotte doesn't have any red arts. Well, I guess, okay, so can we do, and we can't do pink because Ryan doesn't have any pink arts. Nier is beautiful in my heart. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love Nier. You know I love Nier. Wouldn't it be great if Nier looked even better? Does Charlotte have a red art? I don't think so. Am I missing something? Am I not looking at all my arts? No, she doesn't. She does not have a red art. Why would it be great if it looked better? What? What? Just look at them remaking old movies, because they make them look worse, right? Like, not all remakes are guaranteed to be good, but it would be great if they looked better. Alright, we gotta stop this. It's getting me riled up. Ben, stop taking the bait. Exactly. I'm just taking the bait. And I need to stop doing that. Do any of the allies go hunting? No, I don't think so.
No. They're gone. So whose blood is... Oh no.
Ah, here at last! I've been getting hungry!
Look! Isn't that?
Hey,
It's him, all right.
Metal Face.
He's the one who took Juju.
Juju and the others. Tell me where they are!
The chain attack system is cool because there's... Sorry.
You want the brat?
Shouldn't be talking right now.
Well, he's right here!
Juju!
He's still alive, but don't think he will be for long. As for the others, well, I just couldn't help myself. I ate them all up! to our banquet hall. Tonight, the main course will be you. And if I've still got room, the brat will make a tasty dessert.
Murderer!
I'm Zord, your host tonight.
Zord! So you have a name?
That's what they all say. Can't say that I remember it myself.
What's he talking about?
Oh yes, it's good to see fresh meat on the
Back on the menu.
These colony folk just didn't fill me up.
Gado. The others.
Come on, boys. Dinner.
How would you feel if you met a giant machine named Metalface and he goes, I ate everyone you cared about?
I swear I won't stop until I've scrapped each and
That would
every
feel pretty
one
bad.
of you!
Get behind me! Right, Shala! We are armed. And we won't just stand here, waiting to be eaten.
Ben, that's Zord, not Metalface.
Monado. Do you think that thing can get?
He's got a metal face, though.
How about this?
I'm not metal face. You'll have to try harder.
It's the same as before. The Monado's useless against this guy.
Him just saying, I'm not Metalface is pretty great. And its bonus effect will fill up the party's gauge. Achieving burst affinity will also fill up the party gauge. Press B at the right moment when a burst affinity circle appears. Yep, we've been doing that. Hold on. We should kill him.
Let's focus our efforts. No problem. Come on.
Yeah! My rifle's getting hotter.
We can definitely not good enough.
That'll show 'em.
Everyone, let's go. Let's focus our efforts. I'm on it. Monado, lend us your power. You said it, Charlotte.
Sharp as a nail, Sean.
Now it's right. Let's focus our efforts. I'm on it. I'm feeling it. Wow, down. Right, you're a lifesaver. I'm really feeling it. Yeah, Shulk. Get stuck in.
Okay.
Not good. I'm losing it.
Sorry, it's my... Give me some space!
Shadow up.
Heal round! My rifle's
Just
getting
what I
hotter.
needed. Light heal.
Over here, slowcoat.
Charlotte. Whoa, that was close. Boom. Just what I needed.
Go! Gotta cool off.
We can definitely do this.
I'm not doing too good.
This is the Monado's power. I'm really feeling it.
Yeah, Shulk, that's good.
Boom. Now it's right time. Go. Nice attack. Everyone, let's go. We can definitely do this. Right, you're a lifesaver. Behold the power of the Monado.
Gotta cool off.
Aura.
Good to go. Hey, hey. We're not done yet. Give me some space.
Just what I
Kill
needed.
round.
Come on, snap out of it. Let's focus our efforts. Oh no! Shulk! No good!
Let's leave it all.
Easy there, Ryan.
When he topples all three of us, it's brutal.
This ain't good.
Jesus.
Stay strong.
Cure bullet.
Just what I needed. Some Let's focus our efforts.
Gotcha.
It's coming to me.
Gado.
Alright, yeah, that was sorted nicely. Right. Wait! This is not line time, baby. We can definitely do this.
Hey, things are really heating up.
Sharpshooter Shala. Let's focus our efforts. This is the Monado's power. Just what I need. You're not invincible. Monado, enchant.
Give me some space.
Just what I need. Eat this. Missed. Ryan, it's okay. We can definitely do this. Monado, lend us your power. You're really getting into this, right?
My right
Let's focus our efforts.
Okay.
All right, I'm feeling it.
Cure bullet.
We can Joke. That's it. Everyone, let's go. Let's focus our efforts. Let's do this. Rhyme time. In your face. How's this? Chala, nice and
I think we can do it.
Let's focus our efforts. This ain't good.
Wait, don't
Shadow Eye. Alright, I'm feeling it. Split edge. I'm powering
Wake up. Gotta cool off. Shulk. That's the spirit.
Everyone, let's go. Just what I need. Bring it on. We can definitely do this. I'm turning up the heat. You're really getting into this, right? I'm seeing something. Right, this is not good. Okay, sure, got it. Thanks. You want it? Monado, lend us your power. Yeah, all together now. Nice heal. Come on, we can do it. We haven't lost yet. Thanks. We can definitely do this.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Just what I needed. Monado, lend us your power. You're not invincible. Monado, enchant. Just what I needed.
He's calling minions. This fight is insane!
We can definitely do this. Monado, lend us your power. Just what I need. Ryan?
Forget about it.
Cheers. Bring it on. Monado.
My rifle's
definitely do this. Shadow Eye. Let's focus our efforts.
Oh God.
This isn't going well. I'm still sorry. Hang in there.
I'm okay.
Let's focus our efforts. Let's focus our efforts. You're not invincible. Monado! Shala!
Every time I build up the
I
gauge,
think we can do it.
I have to revive a party member. Oh, this is so frustrating. I think I should just leave like one dude alive so he doesn't call in reinforcements.
Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem. Yeah, I'm turning up the heat. You're really getting into this, right? Now it's right time. Behold the power of the Monado. Gotta focus on guarding. Okay, now we're getting started. And nothing's gonna stop us. I'm seeing something.
Oh, this game. Oh, this game.
Shala, hang in there.
I'm okay. I'm good to go.
Hiya!
Some space.
Thanks.
Heal round.
Come on.
Heal round. Clear.
I'm turning up the heat. You're
My
really
rifle's
getting into
getting
this, right?
hotter.
Let's focus our efforts. On it. Come on. Yeah. Let's focus our efforts.
Okay. Heat bullet. Yeah.
You're really getting into this, right?
Underestimate me.
Shala. Whoa. That was close.
I think we can do it. Good to go.
We can definitely do this. Down. Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem. Powering up.
Unbind me.
Come on. Hang in there.
Got him.
Ah, this fight! That fight is insane! Like, this is what they're throwing at me. So not only can I do nothing unless I have a full meter built up against the boss, he will summon ads throughout the entire fight, and because I don't have direct control over my party members, it's hard to manage the aggro and get it on the right person. Oh, man. That fight is fucking insane. Yeah, I know, like, I get the mechanics. I know you need the ads to build up chain attacks, but... That's why I played as Charlotte, better healing control. That is actually probably pretty good advice. That's probably pretty good advice. Okay. I'm uncomfortable with Charlotte. I haven't played her a lot, but... I don't know, I might give it one more shot. Sure. It's grind time? Charla is bad. Don't play Charla. Okay. Charla doesn't let you do much. Man, is it just a question of leveling though? Okay, so this might help me for this fight. So you have all the ads, okay? If I kill all of the ads except one, and then I try to focus everybody else's attention to Zord, Xor, whatever his name is, does that... Will I still, even if he's resisting the effects, do I still build up the gauge? Leveling makes... I was level 27 or 28, so it might be grind time. Yeah, it doesn't... It might be a question of trouser. You might also have some new armor. I might. I kind of looked through it not that long ago and it didn't seem like I did. But sure, let's cover all of our bases. Let's cover all of our bases. This is, so far, the only fight in the game where I feel like I do totally understand what it wants me to do, and if I could just micromanage my party a little bit better, it would be a little easier. That could just be Salt talking, but... Why do you not have a gem for every slot in your gear? Yeah, that's a basic, easy thing that we can fix. Let's look at Charla first, because Charla's getting destroyed pretty quickly, so maybe some gems would help. What do we have available? This is HP up. That's actually not that bad of a bump. Auto attack damage would be nice. And then we can do the HP up. Or do we want this up? Can we do both? Yes. I feel like... Ryan's armor doesn't really have any slots for gems. Yeah, Ben, craft some gems for sure. You've got some weak butt gems. Yeah. Yeah, I want to give the fight one more try, I think. Let's look at our... It's not our arts. Let's look at our arts. Do some side quests, craft some gems, and switch skill trees makes it way easier. Yeah. I hear ya. We should also probably be using speed, right? Increase invasion. This actually seems kind of useful. Having him not go down. Ben, this is important, so please read. You need to do the quest to get the portable gem crafter ASAP. It will make the game much easier and faster. That sounds awesome. Yeah, portable gem crafter would be great, so I don't have to go to town. What quest is it? What does Aura Blast do? Available when Aura is active. Attack reduces enemy strength. Don't want to get rid of Bone Upper because it fills the talent gauge by 18%. That seems very valuable. This is good, but I actually don't think we need it for this fight. I don't think we need AoE for this fight, so let's try Last Stand in its place. Whoops. And let's level it up. Yeah, for this, where we're just going down so much. It's a pretty significant jump in damage, and that 1 second off the cooldown is good too. Here's the questline. Thank you, RHD. I'll have that open. You don't think I can do the portable gem crafter? Am I not where I need to be in the story? Chat, if I give this another chance, will I just be wasting my time? Or do you think it can be done? Filling tension is very important. Let's pull this up. Sometimes gemmable armor will supersede armor that is better in their base stats. Sure. I just don't think my gems are good enough to go in that direction. You can't do the gem crafter yet for quite some time. We'll be cutting it close. Okay. Alright, so getting a lot of support. Zen Davis saying it's close. Alright, chat. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. This fucking fight. I actually don't feel like that first attempt went too badly. Alright, please.
Let's focus our efforts.
Okay. Ryan, we need you to draw again.
Let's focus our efforts. No problem.
There we go. Let's focus on these ads. Let's build this gauge up as much as we can. Let's enchant our weapons. Gut break.
Let's focus our efforts.
This is toppled.
I'm powering up. Wow! We can definitely do this. Take my hand. Cheers.
I feel like you can actually do a lot of damage if you can just build that skill gauge up once. So everything that we do, like,
This is the Monado's power.
that raises the skill gauge. Good.
Behold the power of the Monado.
We have to hit every single one of those.
That's it. Everyone, let's go. It's coming to me. Shala, watch out!
Shulk, are you serious? Shield bullet! Yeah! Shield bullet! Oh!
Maybe we don't want to do these games. Maybe I should just let them be toppled for a second because we don't want to lose our gauge.
Right, I'm feeling it. Almost there. Yeah, let's
Good. Topple. Fill that gauge. Fill that gauge.
turning up the heat.
So, let's experience. Will this do anything? Will this raise the talent pool? Yes, it does. So we can just attack him.
Behold the power of the Monado!
Okay, he's actually really easy to flip the talent pool. He's so goddamn good.
Chala! What's done is done.
Yes, good, good. Go back gauge. Okay, one more.
Alright, time for a change.
Alright, how do we want to do this? Oh, we want to topple him. That's right. So inflict break. That's going to inflict it even though we're on the side. Wild down.
Wow, down! Chala!
I'm on it.
And then, what do we want her to do? We just want damage. We want to maximize damage here.
Okay, perfect.
We did it! Teamwork at its finest.
One will hurt even more.
Chala! Great attack! Split edge! Beat!
That was it? That was it?
We'll never get to Juju at this rate. I've got to think of something. Huh?
Where did you come from? You feeling hungry, huh? Chew on this.
He what?
For brains.
Why didn't he summon more dude? That was super easy. Okay.
Boy, now's your chance. Save Juju.
Atharon! Don't do it!
That first fight seemed way tough,
At
but
this rate, even if we save Juju,
okay.
Atharon's gonna be...
You see a vision you don't like? We'll change the future together. Got it?
Change. The future. Yes. That's it. Right. You grab Juju.
Shock! What are you doing?
Oh man, you think you can stop me? No, I don't. But I can do this. Let's see if that mechon body of yours can withstand an ether river.
Juju, wake up.
Shut up. Leave the rest to us. Hang in there, you old fool!
Fall, you damn machine!
Atharon!
Hold on!
These cutscenes are great.
Shulk!
What a shot!
Boy,
We can change our destinies. Atharon,
Shulk in his
you
little
won't die
shorts.
here. Not today.
you cannot defeat me!
Get out of there! Quick! It's giving way!
Old man sniper.
He's gonna...
It won't be long now, my friends. But not before. Gado! This is for you. This is for the people of Colony 6.
This isn't supposed to happen. Atharan!
Gado, I'll see you before
Another death.
long.
Good save, Hubert. Oh, did he not get him? No, he got him. Good save, Hubert.
That was close. You want to hurry up? My arm's about ready to drop off.
Thank you.
Save the thanks for Shulk and his vision. As soon as I saw an ether river, I knew this had to be the place.
Can I just quickly call out chat real quick? Because the first time I died, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, it's one of the toughest fights in the game."
You're safe now.
And
What did I tell you? You and me can make anything happen.
I don't know. It was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, you know, you might need to go level." And then I beat it, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, it's
Boy
super
who can
easy."
change the future.
The shift in tone was
I
funny.
stand corrected, young man. You've done a great deed here today.
I didn't really do anything. I couldn't have done it without you guys.
Tell me, your vision saved me. But what of the others? What happened to Gado? I see.
It's fine. It's fine, chat.
Sharla, take this. Gado would have wanted you to have it.
You just didn't want to give me props. It's fine.
Time to head back to the camp.
We'll need to get Juju some medical attention.
There's a freight elevator on the next level. From there, it's an easy route out of the mine. As long as it's working.
We'll know that when we get on it.
You make me laugh.
Well, I'm right, ain't I?
You're absolutely right. We need to move on and stop worrying about every little thing. Come on, guys.
It is true that we won after we slotted in the gems. That is true. So I got to give props to you, chat, as well. Boatfish subscribed 12 months in a row. Thank you so much for the lengthy, continued support. Boatfish. That's a fun name. Here's some Sovies and some Easy A magic. Chat, really, to be honest with you, this game has been such a treat, and playing it with you, like, you guys seem so into it, and that's made it even more fun for me. The random deaths, the falling off ledges, the figuring out the strats, the working with each other, like, it's been really, really, really fun. So, trolling aside, I've really enjoyed this stream. Thank you for making my first playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles memorable. Sincerely. Thank you. The other thing that I wanted to say really quick is these cutscenes are really good. It's something we say after every cutscene happens, but they're really well animated, they're exciting, they're dramatic, they're well presented, and that's one of the things that I've always loved about JRPGs that sometimes I feel like they get away from, where you'll have a really exciting, really intense boss. Your reward is the cutscene, and that feels so good. And Xenoblade Chronicles does a really good job of that, of building up those fights and then not just having them end and move on, but really giving you that special treat at the end. So props to you, Xenoblade Chronicles, for that. Oh, we get his rifle! Gado's rifle. That's good. Do we give that to Sharla? That, I mean, of course, right? She's the only one that uses rifles, so that was a dumb thing to say. But that's kind of sad. Or maybe it's good. She's just honoring her lover. Look at that damage buff. Oh, we got so many empty slots. And no gems. And no gems. Give it to Ryan? Can you really give it to Ryan? That doesn't make any sense. What? No. Don't forget to take the gems off the things you don't equip. Yeah, so... Do we have any gear that has... I don't think we do. I don't think we do. I don't think we've made that mistake yet. We might have, but I don't think we have. Looks like some top tier protection she's wearing there. Yeah, it is actually the best armor we have. It's just, it doesn't look like it. You ain't seen nothing yet. Alright. We have an hour and a half left. We've gone through the caves. This has been one of my favorite areas. The whole, like, constantly going down, kind of figuring out where to go. The jumping on the blades and then fighting the boss at the end. It's good. Boy, that fight got me salty, though. You wouldn't have wanted to see me. Should we teleport out of here? Is that what it wants us to do? You wouldn't want to see me if I had lost again. It would have been nasty. Landmarks unavailable. Okay, so we can't teleport out of here. No, so it just wants us to go up. Got it. Just got here and discovered you and I already love you. Well, thank you, Rosebell. Good to have you. You saved, right? No, I haven't saved. Oh, God. That would totally happen to me. Thank you. Please remind me to save, people. I will forget to do it, and this whole stream will be a wash as a result. Who said that? Where are you? Arota-san, thank you. You deserve a special call out there. In fact, I'm sure it'll happen at one point during the stream, is we'll lose a lot of progress because of some stupid thing that I do. Is this making anybody else want to play Xenoblade Chronicles? Because I always love when somebody says, oh, you're excited for this, or you playing it, has made me want to dig out my copy or go track down a copy or anything like that. So I just want to get a read on chat. Dying doesn't make you reload. It just puts you back to the last landmark where you were with all your progress. Now, yeah, we had that happen. But I mean, like, my power will go out, or the Huber will come in here and unplug my console or something. Or just something crazy will happen, and it will be a mess. Yes, I downloaded the HD mods for this game, and I really want to play through it again. Cool. I want to play it now. I never did finish it. Cool. I was going to, but Zelda Horizon. Understandable. I restarted on a 3DS because of these streams. Awesome. Right after I finished this game over the summer, I asked if you played this game over Xenogears. I had no idea. You never got far. Yes, that's true. Darth Marth 87 just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you. Brand new sub. Please give Darth Marth some love, chat. Here are some Sophies and a little backseat bossman. Oh, I super such a jerk face. No, he's not. He's not. He would never do that. Who would come in and unplug? Who out of the allies would be most likely to come in and unplug my console? Sophie? Man, that boss fight was something else. It seemed so impossible, and then that second time, it just took one chain attack. What did we do wrong? Was it not having the right arts? Was it the gems? Was it really that simple? Getting a lot of boss wins. Sure. I don't think he would. Kyle is such a nice person. He gets I don't know. He's been labeled as the troll, but he's always been very nice. I really wonder how Sophie is doing. I ask myself that question probably once an hour. Just think to myself, oh, I wonder how Sophie is. Could everybody tweet at Trailer Jones, hey, how's Sophie? Just do a little check-in and report back. That'd be great. You don't have to do that. We probably overdo it with the tweet at somebody jokes, but I really do want to know how Sophie's doing.
Hey, why have we stopped? I don't know, but I think we're about to find out.
Great line, Shulk.
Not him again.
What?
This one doesn't give up.
This is our chance, guys.
Bullshit. Really? Is he gonna call in ads? Can we actually hurt him this time without doing the chain attack nonsense? Yes, we can. Okay. Get fucked.
That's what I needed. We can definitely do this.
My rifle is
Monado, lend us your power.
Oh, that damage. Oh, that damage.
Shadow Eye. Thanks. Bring it on. Right. You're a lifesaver. Okay, guys. Now we're... Alright. I'm feeling it.
Gotta cool off.
Oh, that damage.
We can definitely do this. Now it's right. Monado, lend us your power. I'm powering up.
Probably wasted that here.
Split edge.
We're starting to look like a team.
We can do even better. Come on, Charla. Now it's right time.
Shulk. Nicely done.
Everyone, let's go.
His voice is so funny.
We can definitely do this. Powering up. Hammer. Just
Come
what
on.
I needed.
Give me the chain attack, please.
Chain attack time.
We don't even need it. We don't even need it.
Let's do this.
We'll end the fight with a hype chain attack.
Right. I know. Charla.
I'm on it.
Take us home, Charlotte. Not so tough now, are you? Charlotte's pretty awesome. She doesn't really say dumb things like Shulk and Ryan do. She's good with a rifle. Doesn't take any crap. She's pretty good. She's pretty good.
Got to hand it to you. You beat me without even releasing the true power of the Monado.
True power. What do you know about the Monado?
Sorry, boy. I can't tell you that. You'll have to find out the truth on your own.
The truth.
When I became what you see now, that's when my eyes were opened. It was a good ride while it lasted.
When you became like this?
What?
What do you mean?
Time's up, Pipsqueak. I'm gone!
Zord!
I'm out! Let me just awkwardly roll off this platform. That was great. So, that implies that he was a human and turned into a machine, right? Don't tell me. But that's what it seems to indicate.
We smashed that bronze idiot. Now the people of Colony 6 can rest in peace.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Shala,
I thank the stars you're all right.
where are we?
Just outside Colony 6. Thanks to Shulk and Rhine, we destroyed that thing. But not everyone made it.
Oh? I'm so sorry. Shulk? Ryan? I didn't mean to cause any more trouble, running off like that.
Forget about it, kid. We settled the score.
Thanks.
Yes, but there's still no sign of that Mechon with the metal face. He's the one we're really after.
Yeah.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
It's him!
Every time they say metal face,
Him? A whole
it's
bunch,
just so dumb.
and tons of them look like Zord!
He's the ultimate villain.
Pathetic. After all that talk, Zord was crushed by worthless maggots like you.
Oh, this one can talk and all.
I can talk all right. And I got a good memory. Fiora, get out of there! Get out!
What?
Screams were music to my ears. My claws slid right through her soft flesh. Like a hot knife through butter.
Talk all you want. Because those words will be your last!
Let's do this, Shaw.
Monado. It's been a while.
Wait a minute.
But you should know by now. The Monado can't stop.
He's the guy. He's the guy from the beginning of the game. I don't remember his name.
Any way you slice it, the Monado ain't gonna work, boy. Didn't work then, won't work now. Now, time to cut you down to size. And what?
Yeah.
Now, let him have it, beast!
Okay. He just ran straight down that mountain. We've gone full anime. No, we've gone beyond full anime. We're at 150%.
Dunban!
How did you...
Sorry to have kept you. Looks like we were just in time.
Oh, Dunban, you're the best. I have closed chat, by FYI, for fear of spoilers. But this is... okay. Thank you, Xenoblade Chronicles. You're just giving me this moment where we're getting all these old faces together. Everybody's coming in to have this big fight. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's exciting. Let's chant.
You're a lifesaver.
But yeah, until all the story stuff is over, I'm gonna close chat. Don't want this ruined.
Let's focus our efforts!
I just daggered on me. We're at war right now.
We can do it! Just what I needed!
Up you get.
Thank you! Right, let's focus our efforts! I'm on it!
Sharp as a nail, Shulk. Good to go.
Let's focus our efforts! I'm on it! Bring it on! I'm feeling it! Come on! Beat! Yeah! All together now! I'm turning up the heat! Feel the power!
Clear.
Let's focus our efforts! I'm on it! How? Come on! We can do it! Now it's right! Oh yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Yeah! Come on! Right! I'm feeling it!
My rifle's getting hotter.
That's what I needed! I'm powering up!
Heat bullet.
I'm really feeling it!
Yeah. Shulk, that's good.
Here we go! Ha! Slash! Right! I know! Go, Shala!
I'm on it. Thunder bullet. Fire. Okay, perfect.
Perfect! Teamwork at its finest! Now it's right time! We can definitely...
Nice.
I hope you can see me.
There's no end to them. Where are they coming from?
I can take the smaller ones, but the rest will be like fighting Zord over
Because
and
that sounds
over.
fun.
If only the Monado would work on these things.
Focus, Shulk!
Look out!
Rhine!
Look at you all.
Look at this, metal brain.
That it, Grandpa?
Running out of ideas here.
You may be able to block a projectile, but let's see if you can block this!
Tell me, how does it feel to be such a pathetic hero?
You okay, Dunban?
Oh, does it hurt? I bet it does. It hurts because the Monado won't work for a bunch of losers like you!
What are you?
Save it. I ain't interested. You little maggots need to learn when you've been stepped on.
This guy sucks.
Everyone, fall back! Now!
Won't change a thing. I'm gonna wipe you out once and for all. What the? A Telepia?
Mercy, is that you?
Now's our chance!
You'll pay for that. How are you?
We must be outside the tower.
Welcome,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
true heir to the Monado.
Ramu?
Father!
What?
Weak and pathetic.
What or who are you? You will pay for what you've done!
Secret elves.
You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora! Another one.
Enough of this. You got lucky, brat. Next time, your head is mine.
You're not getting away!
Wait a minute.
Get back here!
Shulk! Rhine! Let it go!
Not sure what a Telepia is, but why would it just bail on us?
He's the one who killed Fiora!
Know your limits. We'll get another chance.
Fine.
That thing saved us. Whatever it was.
You did well. But what of the boy? Ah. Well then, there is much to be done.
Okay, so the Telethia was sent out by Fancy Squall. Cool. Cool. The plot thickens. Metalface is kind of annoying, but in a good way. We want to kill him. Okay. We got about 1 hour and 10 minutes left of this, I would say, fairly jam-packed Xenoblade day. Things are happening. I'm going to take just a quick break, research break, fill back up on the liquids. I'll be back in 2 minutes, so please stick around if you've been watching. I do want to, before I take this quick break, Disturbed Swan, that's a funny name, thank you for the resubscription. Greatly appreciate it. Here are some Sophies for you. And a little love and respect. I will be right back, guys. And we're back. Oh, I didn't actually send those emotes out. Those emotes are for you, Disturb Swan. I didn't press enter for some reason. Whatever. Hi. You're still here, people. Good to have you. I feel like I'm at a fairly good level. My characters feel properly geared. We're struggling a little bit, but not too much. And so I wonder if we can just really crit past this thing, or if we should go out of our way to do some of the quests.
I thought it was you. Nice to see you, Dixon.
It's been a while, Grandpa. 1 year, if my memory hasn't left me. Good to see you haven't kicked the bucket.
Put a sock in it.
Wait. Dixon. Dunban. You're the heroes who risked your lives a year ago in the battle to defend the colonies.
What's a pretty young lady like you doing hanging around with this bunch of slackers?
Dixon's pretty cool.
Dunban, Dixon. Thanks for helping out back there.
I don't believe we did anything. He's right. Save your thanks for that giant bird.
What was that thing?
A Telethia. A mystical beast that protects the sleeping Bionis. Though I've never heard of one ever venturing down to where us Homs live. Strange.
A Telethia? So that's what it's called.
A mystical beast that protects the Bionis.
So, what's your plan from here? Follow that metal-faced machine, I presume?
What else? He's gonna pay for what he did to Fiora.
Well then, there's only one place he'd go. Galahad Fortress in Sword Valley. A year ago, those things were building a huge fortress, right in the valley. Tactically, it's an excellent location to launch attacks from. I feel there's a strong chance they've now finished building it. That would explain why both colonies were attacked recently.
Sword Valley. The very place where we made our last stand 1 year ago.
So it's settled. Bash down a fortress and smash some metal brains.
Easy, Ryan.
Chalk?
There's somewhere else I need to go first.
But what could be more important than... Wait, you saw another one.
Saw what? What are you on about? These visions sound pretty handy. Well, out with it. What do you see?
I was somewhere very high up. I was fighting at the peak of a huge tower. Fighting Metalface. I heard a voice. And then the Monado's power was unleashed. His armor instantly gave way. The Monado doesn't work on Metalface at the moment. But if that vision comes true...
A tower, huh? Doesn't give us much to go on.
Can you remember anything else from your vision?
I remember a huge horn. That's it. As I fought Metalface, I could see the Bionis head.
Prison Island.
Prison Island?
I've never been, but I've heard of a black tower at the head of the Bionis. They say it was built by the ancient High Entia race.
The High Entia are real? I thought they were a myth.
I wouldn't blame you, son. An ancient race living at the top of the Bionis? It does sound crazy. But Bionis is home to all kinds of different people, not just us. That includes the High Entia.
The High Entia, huh? I dismiss them as folklore as well.
Never assume anything. Seeing is believing, right?
Have you ever met one?
Well, yeah.
Wow. Hickson, man.
Well,
full of surprises.
yeah.
What can I say? I'm well-traveled. And it's all for your future. Day and night I've searched for new lands, met new cultures, and gained knowledge for our people. The life of a wandering old fool. A lonely one at that.
Stop your whining. You do it because you enjoy it. And you make a tidy profit.
Who asked you, Dunban?
Well then, Shulk, what's it to be?
We'll head there.
There are alternatives. We could abandon the colonies, find a place the Mekon will not discover and live in...
That sounds terrible.
I realized something when we were fighting Zord. Wherever we go, they'll follow. We can't run from these things. We must fight on.
I see. Then I am obliged to join you.
You want to come with us?
Scared I'll get hurt?
No way. We know you're stronger than anything. Right, Ryan?
You bet.
I've recovered a great deal since we last met. And that miserly old coot over there made me this. Sharp.
Miserly
light,
old coot.
Perfect for cutting through steel. Show me a mechon and I'll slice it in two. I might not be in peak condition, but I'm useful.
I can't thank you enough.
We're in it together now.
You can count on us, Dunban.
Miserly old coot. That sword is forged from mechon armor. It's worth every penny.
So you keep saying.
If you want to go to the Bionis head, you'll need a guide to get to the upper regions.
We're at the bottom, so I guess the only way to go is up.
Right, but we'll need to go up the lower back first.
The lower back?
Colony 6 is right at the top of the Bionis leg, so we'll have to head around the waist. Through a place called Sartol Marsh. Follow me.
Oh, I really want Dixon in the party as well, but that's cool. We're getting Dunban. I've wanted him since the beginning. This game really does keep getting better and better. Starts out a little slow, as you would expect from a JRPG, but kind of from the Fiora tragedy onward, it's pretty damn good. Goodbye, Ryan. Use them. You're right. We should use him. We should use him. Mm-hmm. Anti-Mechon Glaive. Man, look at... Just look at this dude. I'm kind of getting FF12 Balthier vibes. Oh yeah. I like Dunban a lot. There's a lot to look forward to. Yeah, the hype is real, man. Okay, so let's check this out. Blossom Dance. Unleash the power within, slicing for as long as your focus endures. Cool. That does a shit ton of damage. Talent gauge must be maxed. Combo attack, if successful, final attack is close range. Cool. So just a shit ton of slashes. Stab an enemy quickly and deeply, inflicting bleed damage. Nice. Okay, so it seems like an opener. Aura of High Spirits cures the party of confused and increases strength. Okay. Fix your gaze firmly on a single enemy, creating an aura of focus. So you build up focus. Aura that removes debuffs and grants haste. Deal devastating kick. Inflicts break if used after Gale Slash. Cool. Oh! I can inflict topple myself. Combo lowering physical defense after Gale Slash lowers strength. So two things proc off of Gale Slash. Impressive exploits draw aggro from a party member to Dunban. Yeah, okay. Shanks, Ben. Shanks. Dunban is pretty hype. Alright, so people are feeling the Dunban hype. Good, good, good. Feels like something weird is happening in chat. Are people getting strange? People getting kinky? What's going on? What? We're just fighting, oh, didn't invest points. Sure. Sure, good call, said Davis. Yeah, we have a ton of AP. Okay. So, Gale Slash kind of seems like our bread and butter. What do we get if we level it up? More damage. Lower cooldown. Better bleed damage. Cool. Save after you invest? Sure. Electric Gutbuster is great, Ben? Okay. We can level that up. Have you seen the game Sundered? It looks right up your alley. No, I haven't seen Sundered. What is Sundered about? I actually want this to be a fairly low cooldown because I think I'm going to need it a lot. Hey Dark Knight, how you doing? Glad you could join us, man. So this grants haste, huh? Dunban seems really strong. How's the day been going so far, Ben? It's going really well. This has been a fun stream. A lot of pretty exciting things have happened. Why is this nuclear energy just floating in the air, though? What's going on with that? Okay, so we got to figure out how to play it. So we open with Gale Slash, right? And then we topple. Or we don't.
I'm feeling it. At last. I'm really feeling it. Don't get careless. We can definitely do this. Your days are numbered. All together now.
You said it, Joke.
Looks like we managed to survive. The power of the Monada.
Alright, I need to check what Battle Eye does again, because the short description just says it locks onto enemy, but that doesn't seem very helpful. Sundered is a horrifying fight for survival and sanity, a hand-drawn epic from the creators of Jotun. You play as Esh, a wanderer in a ruined world trapped in ever-changing caverns teeming with eldritch horrors. Harness the power of corrupted relics to defeat gigantic bosses at the cost of your humanity. Resist or embrace. That does sound really cool. It's a great description. Each character is like a different instrument. They all play differently, and each has a learning curve. These enemies will be a lot easier to kill once you get party member 6. Okay. Okay. How close are we to party member 6? Oh, so this grants focus, right? And that is what our ultimate does. Right. Yeah, if you have any Dunban tips, folk, please let me know.
No mercy. Don't get careless, guys.
Okay, let's sort this out nice and quickly.
Steel strike.
I could really do with a shower right now.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I do think, just initial impression, that Dunban might be way more interesting than Shulk to play as. I just feel like I have so many tools at my disposal.
No mercy. Don't get careless,
Nope.
guys.
Okay, let's sort this out nice and quickly.
You never stood a chance.
We make a great team!
Ben, important, read this, go back to Colony 6 right away.
You at all.
Really? Okay. He uses his left arm with a good touch. It is a good touch. Or right arm. No, he uses his left arm, I think? Go back to Colony 6 right away. Why would I... Where does the story... If the story wants us to go to Prison Island, we need to pass through the marsh, head in the opposite direction from the Bionis' leg to get to the marsh. So let's open our map here. Ignore the story. Go to Colony 6. Sure. Don't go to Colony 6 until a prompt tells you you can. You're already on your way towards it. Alright, alright. Okay. A lot of... Chat's giving me a lot at once here. No, no, no. We're doing the... We did the wrong thing? Oh, God. So you want me to go back here? You want me to go back here? The delay is just so brutal. Go where you want to go, Ben. Yeah, no, I do want to go back to Colony 6. Screw it, just go. Colony 6 is the most important thing. Zen Davis, you've been... I mean, you've all been very helpful. I don't want to just call out one of you, but... We're going the right way, right? That looks like a colony. Correct? Follow the heart of the cards. Never bad advice. Look at this gross bug.
Follow my lead. Everyone, do your best.
Don't let a single one escape.
I don't have to rely on Rhine to fucking topple anymore. This is so great.
Okay. Yeah, all together now. Good call, Soul. Gale Slash. Air Slash. There is no escape. Born in the world of strike. We can definitely do this.
Oh shit. Fuck it. The timing.
Gale Slash.
That was almost too easy.
Piece of cake.
Ben's never turning back. Recipes rising. That's the thing, though, is I really like Ryan as a character. We've gotten to know Ryan so well. If you have multiple party members with topple arch, you can topple lock an enemy and keep them stunned. Are you guys telling me to have an all-male crew? You telling me it's Ryan time once again? We're gonna have to experiment, I think. But right now, we're just getting used to. The bug was just living. Sorry, not a bug fan. All right, we don't have much time left. I do kind of want to move on. Chad, am I correct in thinking that this is the correct way toward the colony? Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Super Diva Testa. You've also been incredibly helpful. So shout out to you. I would like to mine that stuff over there. What do you say? Go full spider pacifist in a game, Ben? Can you do it? No, never. I don't know if you guys have seen the Resident Evil full playthrough. One of the better ones. when I see a spider in a game, I just shut up, go stone-faced, and, like, mash the attack button until it's dead. It's frantic. Very frantic. Like, I will stop mid-conversation and just go. Until that motherfucking spider is in the ground. How did your fear of spiders come about? I don't know. I have a guess. So when I was very, very young, I must have been 3 or 4 years old. I lived in a small house and I was in my garage with my parents. And I don't know what we were doing in the garage. Hanging out, I guess. I don't know why we'd be hanging out in the garage, but regardless. All of a sudden, there was this small, like, crack in the ground, and, like, very slowly, this giant, big black spider crawled out of the ground, and it came right toward me, and I didn't see it until it started moving, and so that suddenness just freaked me right the hell out, and, yeah. Scared of spiders ever since. Can we not just go in this door? There we go. It's closed tight. Why is it? What? What? I just think that traumatic childhood event just fucked up spiders for me. You can't go to Colony 6 yet. Chat? I'm confused. I saw my first tarantula this year. Nope. Forever, nope. Even just the stories that you guys are telling about spiders in chat is kind of getting to me a little bit. I can handle it, but... Okay, so chat, you gotta understand this from my perspective. You said go to Colony 6. I tried to go to Colony 6. I can't get into Colony 6. I do not see an immediate, obvious path forward. That's why you can't like Spider-Man? So funnily enough, that's not a word, but you know, Spider-Man, one of my favorite heroes. However, when he fucking turns into there's that one comic arc, or maybe it happens multiple times. I'm not a comic fan, where he like becomes part spider. That's messed up. Don't like that. Not a fan. But otherwise, Spider-Man is great. Man Spider, yes. Man Spider. Man Spider, not for me. It's fun having arachnophobia. It's the most popular phobia in the world. Is that true? Is it the most popular phobia? Are we the cool kids? You should have Colony 6 unlocked. If not, just do the story. Okay, so I guess we'll just do the story because we can't get into Colony 6. Do I go this way or do I go south? Where does this lead? Where do you go to? Let's figure that out. Let's go south. I hate small insects more because you can't see them all. Let's make a top 5 worst things list. Number 1, tarantulas. Number 2, centipedes. Number 3, what would number 3 be? Cockroaches are pretty bad. Number 1, dogs? Oh no, I can't agree with that. Millipedes? Kind of lump them in together, I suppose. Oh, scorpions. Scorpions, very good. Yeah, scorpions are fucked up. Yep. See, this is weird, and I don't understand myself. No problem with praying mantises. I think praying mantises are awesome. I think they look fantastic. Number 3, PJ. Rats? Sure, I can get behind rats. Rats will give you a disease. They'll kill you. Whoa, this area is awesome. Somebody was hyping it up in chat, and I could see why. Because of Scyther? I do like Scyther a lot. I think Scyther's an awesome Pokemon, but
I've never seen
I think the
anyone
two are
like
separate
this.
in my mind.
You see? This is why I've been saying you need to get out of the lab every now and then. We're aiming to get inside the Bionis. We can get to the upper regions from there.
Wow. I've never thought about going inside the Bionis.
The closer we get to the top, the more monster trouble we're gonna run into. The only things that venture this far in are the Nopon merchants and curious types like me.
Are we gonna get more Nopons?
You really know all the fun spots, eh, Dixon?
You want to get to the top? Then this is the only way.
We'll push on, no matter what.
That's the spirit, Shulk.
There's something somebody said that I wanted to get to. Oh, snakes. I wanted to talk about snakes. So I used to be as afraid of snakes as I was of spiders. I eventually got over it. I can handle snakes now. I can look at a snake. I can hold a snake. All that is fine. What freaks me out are like dozens of snakes at the same time. If there are a ton of snakes and they're all wiggling around each other, that freaks me out. No thank you. But otherwise, yeah, I like snakes. Don't have a problem with snakes. I would have a snake as a pet.
I'm feeling it.
Dunban OP. OP.
We win.
MGS cured you?
Not bad at all.
I love that people are just associating these phobias with like video games. Like, oh yeah, you're not afraid of that anymore because of Metal Gear. Like it's this medicine that I'm swallowing. It's pretty great. I wish that were the case. I wish Resident Evil cured me of my spider phobia. I am proud though that I have finished Resident Evil Remake. Like no game has messed me up more than that, and I did get through it. So that's something.
We move at the same pace. I'm really feeling it.
Shulk, my rifle's getting hot. Too easy.
Nice job.
Can you eat snakes though? I don't think I'd big boss it. I don't think I'd eat a raw fucking snake because I'm not insane or starving. But I would probably eat cooked snake. I could do that. I think I could do that. Do you think the power of love can beat your fear of spiders? No. No.
Follow my lead. Everyone, do your best.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
Steel strike. I'm really feeling it. Don't get careless. I'm really feeling it. Don't get
My
careless.
rifle's getting hotter.
All right, I'm feeling it. Get up.
But how about a tree frog then?
Prepare for the next fight.
Let's stay
You guys are weirdly making me hungry. Eight-Legged Freaks must be your worst movie ever. No, I think Arachnophobia is worse, but I remember when Eight-Legged Freaks was coming out and I was like, oh no, I gotta watch commercials for this shit? Yeah, I really... Not a fan of it. I've never seen Eight-Legged Freaks, because why? Why would I ever submit myself to such torture?
We can definitely do this.
Oops, that was dumb.
Hero Dunban, back with a vengeance.
Dunban, great attack. Leave this to me.
Now!
How about a goddamn frog that has holes where little frogs come out? That sounds horrifying. No, thank you. No. This is the worst path we've ever gone down during a Ben JRPG stream. And we've gone down some bad ones before.
The victory is sweet.
Can't believe a fan sent you the spider to get over the phobia. Fun fact, never looked at that thing. Never looked at it. And it was like... It was amazing because he sent me... I have the Final Fantasy games he sent me right there. They're sitting right there. What a wonderful gift that I will cherish forever. But that spider, I can't do it. Can't look at it. I'm sorry. Maybe someday.
Definitely do this. Thank you, Dunban.
Okay, chain attack time.
You'll be gone before you know what hit you.
What in the world of strife?
My rifle's getting hotter.
This'll
Really bad at that attack.
The taste of victory is sweet.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
What did you get a spider as a gift? Like 3 group streams ago? 2 or 3 group streams ago? Ben, are you hyped for the next anime podcast? Absolutely, I am hyped for the next anime podcast. People wanted us to do One Piece from the beginning. I'm glad we're finally doing it. I do want to make sure that I'm going to do it right and that we have all of our ducks in a row. So it's going to be a lot of work for us,
Look.
but that's okay. It'll be fun.
It's a group of Noppon.
I want to live here.
Some Noppon merchants.
What do you think they're up to?
They must be here for a reason. Let's go and ask them.
Good idea.
Eddie, it's part 2 of the JoJo podcast. Good question. Probably my guess would be 2 weeks from now, so a week before One Piece. If we can, that works out with Kyle and Brandon Jones. There are better places to live in this world now. That's fair. That's a fair comment. But come on! I just want to pat their heads. Like, hello. How are you? Hi, little Nopon. What's up? Just bouncing around, enjoying life. In a swap, don't care. But Coco need help. If no one saves Katja, Ignis eat her. Ignis? Dude, it looks like he found a new recipe. I'm sorry, chat. Oh, Dunban! Dunban likes the Nopon too. But Coco think Ignis took Katja for information. Noctis parroting that new recipe line during the carnival event was amazing. I still haven't played the carnival event. Ah. Now I'm just... There's too many things that I'm missing. I still haven't finished Tales of Berseria. I would really like to do that. All I do every day is play video games, and I'm still woefully behind. Carnival is gone. It's... Wait, what? God damn it. I actually had that thought the other night where I'm like, oh, I wonder if this is a timed event, not knowing. And then I was like, no, it's probably still around. Cool. I'll just have to watch somebody play it on YouTube, I guess. Thanks, chat. Thanks. Oh, I like this question. Ben, cinnamon or butterscotch? I feel like chat is not gonna like this answer. I love both. I do. But I'm a big butterscotch fan. Love me some butterscotch. I don't even like sweets that much, but you put butterscotch in front of me, I'll eat it right up. So the answer is butterscotch. Butterscotch pudding is the best pudding. It is, objectively, the best pudding. Ben, can you confirm that Brandon got rid of his sink to fit a Gunpla shelf? Yes. Yes, I can. No, that's for a VO booth. But the Gunpla shelf, it's gonna happen. I'll make it happen. I'll buy it myself. Ben, caramel or caramel? I say caramel. But it's caramel, right? Ben, wink twice if you're reviewing Persona 5 already. I'm already reviewing Persona 5. Yes. Yeah, so people really hate butterscotch. It just does not taste good to them. But alright. Caramel. 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 We have no money. We have no money. I need armor more. I shouldn't be looking at these nice new armor pieces. Everything is so expensive. What's a boy to do? Okay, so this has HP steel, and oh, that's baked in because it's the U gear. Okay, so we can't remove that. Let's sell all of this stuff. Let's go. Moving on to bigger and better things. What does Spike? What does Spike do? 60 damage back to the attacker. Cool. Goodbye. Ben, the ultimate question. Full Metal Alchemist or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Choose one. There's only one correct answer. Don't let me down. Senpai. Well, I haven't seen all of the original Full Metal Alchemist, but from what I have seen, I would say Brotherhood. Brotherhood is one of the greats. Revival HP up 3? Sometimes you have those items that they're just like, hey, sell this. Like this rusty part. No use for anything, really. That means we can sell it, right? Get some cash? Okay. Yeah, that seems to be the language they're using to say, hey, you can sell this and feel fine about it. Ben, have you seen the 10 out of 10 movie that is Logan? No. I was going to go last weekend, but something came up at the last minute and I couldn't do it. I really, really want to go. You can trade some of these materials for much needed ones. Well, maybe we made a mistake then. Well, sleepers are going to bail. Good night, Ben and chat. Thank you, MCRMJ, for joining us. Alright, we have some cash. We don't have that much cash. So let's... What is your... So you're 164? No. We don't need you. We don't need that. Who needs defense the most? Probably Dunban, right? Because he's our tank. Terrain defense. Reduces damage taken from environment by 20%. Okay. I don't think that helmet is good enough to justify the money we would spend on it. In fact, I don't like a lot of this armor. Like, it's a little bit better. But it's not... I'm not feeling like, oh, I have to buy this right now. At least for Dunban. Okay, so this we do want. We do. We want this. We want these books. That's what we need to spend money on. Prioritize agility for Dunban? Interesting. Okay, that changes my whole thought process. I suppose it makes sense. Okay. Will do. We're also prioritizing agility for the other two as well. High agility makes the enemies miss him more. Yeah. I just incorrectly assumed tank must have defense. Yeah, he is a tank, but he acts as one by dodging attacks rather than taking hits. Sure. I just wasn't thinking about it correctly. So this only lowers our agility by 1, but increases both. Yeah, I think this is good for Charlotte. Let's do it. Yep. That we want as well. Okay. We want this. Yes. 5 to 620. Is this a better weapon? Well, it has a slot. Do you have any agility gems for Dunban? I have agility gems. I think Charlotte has the agility gem. Is this worth it? Because you guys were saying that the upper limit on the attacks is misleading, right? Sorry, I know this is kind of a soft way to wind down a stream, but it has to be done. Sure to get a bangle for Shulk. Let's equip this gear that we bought, shall we? Good. Yep, it lowballs the number instead of the actual number. Before the stream ends, can you change the time to night? Yes, I can. Okay, so we still have money. We still want to buy things. We do have agility up. I agree, since this gem cannot be removed, right? Because it's there. Let's see. Do we have a gem that we can remove? That is agility. Yes. Remove. And then we'll give this... So here's what we'll do. Because it's slotted, we'll buy this sword. Okay. We'll equip the sword. And then we'll put the agility gem in it. That seems sound. Right? Great. Thanks, chat. When will there be a Zelda spoiler talk, and who will probably be there? Because I can't see anyone except maybe Jones and Ian not wanting to be a part of it. Yeah, you're right. I think everybody would want to be a part of it. Even Jones and Ian, I think. Ian's definitely... They're both into Breath of the Wild. It would be cool to do, like, a 9... Like, the entire EZA, a spoiler cast for Zelda. I think that'd be pretty exciting. It'd be hard to manage. We'd have to figure some shit out, but it would be fun. Certainly. Alright. poison defense. Don't give a shit about poison defense. Slow resist might be useful. Eh. We have shit gems. You guys were right about that. You might want to quick travel back to Colony 9 and just craft gems. Should only take a minute. You're probably right. Do it like the Q&A videos, maybe? Yeah, the thing is like Q&A is very pointed. It's like, all right, this question, done. Next question. Whereas, you know, talking about Zelda would be more open. Somebody wanted me to change it tonight. We'll do that before we go back to Colony 9. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, good call. Who said this? This is awesome. Look at those glowing leaves. Yeah, yeah. Monolith Soft, you are godlike. There's no better feeling in life than just losing yourself in another world. It's the best. Ben, feel free to do your gem crafting stuff off stream. Gem crafting will take a good while. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I might do that. I might, like, when I end at 5, I might just go back to Colony 9 and craft away. Because let's enjoy this scenery while we've got it. We've only 20 minutes left in the stream, folks. Hope you enjoyed today. Hope you enjoyed this wonderful game. Did you end up liking the Horizon story once you beat it? So, I thought I was at the very end of Horizon, and I totally wasn't. I think I actually still have a lot of that game left. So I have not finished Horizon Zero Dawn. And so I can't comment on that. I did hear that the story gets significantly better as you get closer and closer to the end. So we'll have to see. Because I definitely got a lot of comments, a lot of messages saying, hey, it gets better, just keep holding out. So I will. I don't think I've done a great job of saying how much I've enjoyed Horizon Zero Dawn, though. I have absolutely loved it. And if I wasn't obligated to play other things right now, I'd be playing that nonstop.
We can definitely do this. Just what I needed. Gotta cool off. Gale Slash. Victory is ours.
We make a great team.
Piece of cake.
How important was the story for Horizon? It seems like the game and the story really doesn't matter because the gameplay is so good. Yeah, that's kind of the thing for me, is like, I was like, oh, I'm not really feeling the story, and then I was like, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm enjoying going around this world, getting involved in all the different activities, sneaking around, trying out new weapons. Like, the world and the systems are enjoyable enough on their own that not being super in love with the story didn't bother me one bit. Which is true for a lot of games. There was another game I played recently where I wasn't feeling the story that much, but I was having a great time regardless. But yeah, Horizon is incredible. I probably would have given it a higher score than Brendan did. Not that Brendan is wrong or anything like that, but I probably would have given it 4.5 stars if I had reviewed it, based on what I've seen so far. So, if that means anything to you, there you go.
We can definitely do this. I'm really feeling it. Don't get careless.
I miss Rhine time. Do you guys miss Ryan? Do you want some more Ryan?
Could you teach me how to use a rifle sometime?
We can end the stream with Ryan.
Given up the sword already?
How are the graphics of the game possible? Are they wizards? Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. You look at that game, and just how good every single element is, and all of the little tiny details that they put into it. It's nuts. It cannot be overstated how good that game looks. I don't think. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll put in Ryan. You guys want some Ryan? We'll do it. Death Stranding is gonna look that good. Yeah, that's exciting as well. Oh, is Death Stranding ever gonna come out? Please, Kojima. Please.
We can't lose! Leave it to Ryan!
Don't let a single one escape.
You're a life set. Alright, I'm feeling it.
I miss Dunban already.
Thanks.
I'm already mad that fucking Ryan isn't doing well down. Ah! Love you, Ryan.
Yo, get in there. Everyone, let's go. Nothing like a good fight.
Speaking of your score versus Brandon's, do you ever miss the granularity of the old GT 10-point scale? So, on a personal level, no, but kind of yes, because the way that it's worked out is, I think it kind of hurts us in the long run. Here's why. We can't review as many games as we could at GT. We have fewer resources, right? And so a lot of the things that we are reviewing that you guys want to see us review the most has just been really, really good, right? And so that has made everything, like, everything is getting 4, 4.5, or 5 stars. And so I think for you guys, it kind of makes it harder for you to understand where we're coming from. And if we had the 10-point scale, you'd see some differences, and maybe that message would be coming across a little bit better. I like the 5-star scale better because I always prefer simplicity. You know, is the game good? Is it okay? Or is it bad? Right? I don't need a 7.5 or 7.4. But I think that mentality probably makes less sense when you're only reviewing a few games a month. So that is kind of how I feel about it. But my feelings have changed over time, and I'm sure they'll continue to change.
This is the Monado's power. I'm powering you away.
I like 1 to 10. You're spot on. I don't like all the same scores all the time, personally. Yeah, totally. And you guys have definitely made that clear where it's like, we're kind of getting sick of seeing the same scores. But the thing is like, the games that we're reviewing, I think by and large really deserve those high scores. So it's tough. I suggest a mood rating with the color scale. It's a good reference. It's a good reference. Windows 95. Review a bad game every once in a while. We're trying. Like the Berserk review is going to be stupidly late, but that will be a low score, right? That will be a low score. Oh god, why am I initiating battle with a level 84? Okay, no. Stop it. That was dumb. Don't do that. Get away. Yeah, Berserk will get a low score. I wouldn't say Halo Wars would get a low score, but it wouldn't get maybe the same score that we have been giving. What if Persona 5 gets a bad score? Then it gets a bad score. Oh, did I miss the resub? Thank you, Shadow Marba, for giving him props. I appreciate that. Alright. Croton subscribed 2 months in a row. Thank you for the support. The continued support, Croton. Here are some Sophies for you. Who haven't we done today? You know, we haven't done a Brad hype yet. Well, bam. I look forward to Persona 5 getting EZA's first 6-star review. Yeah, me too. Val just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Brand new sub. Thank you so much. Right at the end, too. Greatly appreciated. Here are some Sophies for you as well. And since we're talking about reviews, here's 5 stars. Please give Val all of your love, chat. Alright, we're not really doing much in this game, are we? I'm sorry, folks. Going out to eat. Thanks for streaming for us. Absolutely, Julie Hanto. Always good to see you in chat. Enjoy your dinner, by the way. What if Yakuza 6 had Yakuza 0 playable on Majima's PS3? That'd be cool. Yakuzaception. You hated this section of Xenoblade. Oh no. Oh no. I think it looks cool. Why is everything so high level? Daytime. It looks cool in the mob jump here. Oh, I see. So it's one of those things where you just want to move on and they won't let you. Nighttime throws nastier enemies, I believe. Cool. Ben, can you tell us what games you're reviewing at the moment? Yeah, because I think
it has a very strange
that would be good information for you guys. Okay, so just really quick here. And the order got switched around, right? So coming out first is Nier, because that's still the timeliest one, right? So Nier will be first. And then either Berserk or Halo Wars 2. They're both kind of super, super late at this point. I will say Berserk will be much faster to edit. So that might get priority just because we can get it out quicker. So you've got Nier, Berserk, Halo Wars 2. Potentially going to try to sneak a Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment review because I just played through it. We'll see. Not a guarantee. And then while all this is going on, also chipping away at Persona 5. So that's kind of the order of events.
Oh, it's a remnant of the High Entia. They've hidden themselves away in the upper reaches now. But at one time, they controlled this whole area.
Good for them.
It's the perfect place to get some shut-eye. The lamp will keep the monsters away. We'll be safe if we rest here.
So not much then, Ben?
I
hope that's a joke.
So good. It's so peaceful. You know, Shulk, I hope every day can be like this, always.
Boy, this scene is really a kick in the balls.
You will pay for what you've done! You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora!
Do you wish to change it? The future?
Has it been that long?
Dixon.
14 years since I found you on that mountain. Seems like yesterday.
I owe it all to you. If you hadn't found me that day, I wouldn't be here now discovering the world.
Forgive me, Shulk. Sorry I couldn't save your folks.
Don't be.
Now I think about it, that was when I found the Monado as well. This might be crazy talk, but maybe you and the Monado are part of some higher plan.
I don't remember much at all. But I know that my mum and dad left me it. The Monado was their final gift to me. At least, that's how I used to think of it. That's why I want to discover its true power and help defeat the Mechon. But so far, I've just been creating piles of Mechon scrap.
So you don't just want to study it in a lab after all?
This sword... there must be some way.
Let's make it our goal to finish this before the next Hall of Greats, because we need to fight for this in that hall. It deserves to be
Finally
there.
decided to join us, Shook.
Sorry, guys. Didn't sleep a wink.
Right then. Time to move on. How far now?
We'll be there soon enough. The high Intia ruins are just
Didn't
ahead.
sleep a wink. Dunban. I don't give a shit. Let's go. Glowing obelisk. I just wanted to give a shout out to somebody in chat because I thought it was great. Let me see if I can find it. Xenoblade, which is a great name. My all-time favorite game right here, and a pretty awesome Lucina emote. I need to know where you got that emote, but I just thought that was a cute comment. Then I have a lot more to say for this game, so you have my full support. I am going to need your support. I'm going to need... When that stream happens, when that Hall of Great comes, when that fight is upon us, I'm going to need you there, behind me, because other than Damiani and Bloodworth, I don't know if they're going to understand. We need to make them understand that, no, I realize it's 70 hours long, you gotta play it. It's too good. Too good to not play. Buster hits multiple? Yeah.
Hey, I'm powering up. Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem. Now it's right time. Yeah! Go! Get in there!
Guess I gotta try harder.
Everyone, let's go! All right, I'm feeling it. I'm powering up. We can definitely do this. Right, you're a lifesaver. Now it's Ryan's time.
Alright, we're letting Charlotte die over here. Not good.
This is the Monado's power. Let's focus our efforts.
Gotcha.
Yeah, all together now. Powering up. Shadow Eye. Let's keep up the pressure. Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem. Hammer. Alright, I'm feeling it. All around. Now it's Ryan's
Oh, look at that. New level.
We can definitely do this. Now! This is the Monado's power. Hammer. Just split it.
Gado.
What?
Come on, Sean, get it together.
Charlotte, what happened?
All right.
Thought everything was fine.
I'm powering up. Yeah, I'm turning up the heat. You're really getting into this, Ryan. I'm really feeling it. Yeah, sure. Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem. All right, I'm feeling right. Now tear him up.
Let's do it, Ryan.
Ah!
My rifle's getting hotter.
I'm powering up. Wow, down. Split it. Hammer. Beat.
Whoa, does she have a new... She must have a new art.
We can definitely do this.
I've never seen her do that before.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
So Ben really wants Charlotte on the team. Half the chat wants Dunban. Half the chat wants Ryan. This is predicament. Yeah, we're not going to be able to please everybody. We'll have to switch around. We need Charlotte because she's the healer. And she's awesome. Don't get me wrong. She's also awesome. But she needs to keep us alive, too. End your Hall of Great Xeno speech on I'm Just Really Feeling It. It's not a bad idea. Alright, chat. That's it. That's the stream. That's Xenoblade. This was a good one. We talked a lot about many different things. I feel like we made considerable progress. This was good. Feeling good. Expect more Xenoblade soon. Yeah, we didn't really have a crunch. I'm going to go, once I end the stream, I'm going to go back to Colony 9, craft some gems, so that should be ready for next time. Maybe we'll someday be able to replace these shorts, but I'm kind of getting attached to them. I feel like it's sort of marking our playthrough. But yeah, who do we got on the schedule next? Before I depart, let's pimp somebody here. We've got... Oh boy. We have a treat. No joke. Bradley Ellis, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, 6 to 8 p.m. Hell, I might watch that if it's not too spoilery. Thank you all for tuning in. Check that out. The Easy Allies podcast is up for patrons. Will be out for everybody else on Friday. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Had a good time. More JRPGs. Boop!